Hey everybody, and welcome to Karkarev brought this game to my attention, and I thought that this game we're doing is really in so I thought that there are many out there, so why not make a series about it and play them occasionally. We will play mainly unknown, weird type of games, I guess. So, here it is, the first episode of... And tonight, we're gonna be playing... Lucuna. I just gave it a quick read, and we're like agents going into dreams or something like that to fight crime. A little like the Matrix or something like that. We'll see. I have really no idea what to expect here, but if you look for this game on YouTube, I seen one guy with 2 videos about 7 years ago do this game. So this is really an yeah. So Karkarev, take it from here, and let's get into
Lucuna. Good evening, everyone. My name is Karkarev, and thank you for tuning in to the stream of Lucuna Part 1, The Creation of the Mystery, and the Girl from Blue City. The second attempt, created and written by Jared A. Sorensen. Lucuna is a tabletop role-playing game set primarily in the world of Blue City, an imaginative representation of the collective unconscious that mystery agents, our players here, interact with to apprehend dangerous personalities and prevent societal collapse. Control, represented in this game as the GM, myself, gives tasks to the mystery agents, monitors and guides their progress while in Blue City, and evaluates the overall status of the company as a whole to ensure that the world is ordered as they require. As is good. The game system involves rolling a number of d6, typically 2 to 4, and trying to score higher than an 11 to succeed. It's a really open form game system. Player actions, while in Blue City, have been simplified into 3 general categories: force, which rather self-explanatory: force, punching, kicking, jumping, running. Instinct, which involves interacting with elements of Blue Cities like documents or the personalities that they might encounter. And access, which involves contact and control, such as myself, for requisitions, information, and other things control might be able to do. Agents may possess talents that can give them additional bonuses to these attribute checks. The final primary game element is managing the agent's heart rate during a mission. The agent's mental exertions while in Blue City can generate physical reactions in their body as it lays in the slab inside of the company. This is represented as the agent's heart rate. Attribute rolls, even failures, add to the agent's current heart rate. All rolls made outside of the agent's maximum heart rate become dangerous, and can spell quick demise for agents unable to pace themselves during a prolonged mission. As an additional note, while an agent is in their target heart rate, they may roll up to 10 dice for an attribute check, but all results are added to their heart rate. So that's just a good tool in the toolbox. Okay, so that's just a little exposition about the game. It's something not a lot of people have heard about. I think the second edition came out in 2006. There have been a couple updates, but it's its own unique thing. It's a lot of other I don't know if it's sci-fi elements have not borrowed, but have parallels in thought, such as Control, as Omega said, the Matrix, Inception, things like that. So, get started. Right. We are joined by... Want to do player introductions really quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Omega.
You start with me? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I am Shepard Reeve, Agent 6489. I'm here to purge the villains messing with the dreams. We can't have nothing good without any scum getting their dirty hands in it. I think of myself as pretty even-tempered, little optimistic. I'm controlled and cautious. I never want to make a wrong move. I'm interested in things like space and dreams. The universe is really a mystery, and I really love to explore it. On my off time, give me a beer and a shot, a game of pool, and I'm a happy man.
Good company agent if I've ever heard of one. And we have Myth.
Play Agent Fowler. Agent Fowler decided to join the agency. He was inspired by and was, gets driven by the example that Agent Duke provided. Well known that Agent Duke trained under Chief Agent Wagner, worked in the Blue City as a mystery agent. Unfortunately, after an incident, a slab, he was involuntarily ejected from the mission. Subsequent insertion was possible. It was the last dive that Agent Duke ever had. Agent Fowler said he's going to pick up the pieces. He's going to start from where Agent Duke left off. Continue that work.
As is required by your contract. And we have Lethal Deli Meats.
Hi, I'm gonna play. I'm Agent Cartwright. Excuse me, my voice is changing a little bit there as I figure out what it's gonna be. But I'm new to the agency, kind of. I feel pretty good about everything. I trained under senior instructor Baxter, formerly. So I think I'll do a pretty good job today. Gotta toughen up a little bit, though.
Well, as your first mission as a blue agent, I'm sure you'll do fine. And finally, we have Athena.
Hello, Agent Naylor. Trained under Senior Instructor Baxter as well. So, it'll be a bit interesting going into our first blue clearance mission here, but if nothing else, I think we've been well prepared. Senior Instructor Baxter is, of course, the founder of the renowned Baxter Method. So my goal is to do her proud, do the company proud, and push my advancement as quickly as possible. And beyond that, achieve whatever the company asks of me.
Perfect, as is required.
Naturally.
So, you all report to the company at the appointed time, well rested and refreshed from your last dive into Blue City, ready to tackle your first mission as blue agents. You navigate toward the operation room, pass through various security checkpoints, storing your personal effects in your company locker, and arriving at the slab ready to complete your mission given by Control. What you remember was that Nancy Wilhelm had gone missing. We have identified that she is a crucial point of coherence in Blue City, and her disappearance could result in far-reaching consequences if not resolved. It could result in the destabilization of Blue City as we know it. Your task is to locate Nancy, apprehend the culprits responsible, using your Lucuna device, of course, and determine the origin of the kidnapping. We must know who's responsible for it and their motives. Agents, you're dropping into a time bomb of a case. Perfection is not the expectation, but the requirement. Start with the girl's parents and investigate from there. We provide as much assistance as possible, but be prepared to operate without our intervention. Locate the girl, bring her back, apprehend those responsible. We cannot consider the alternatives.
Control. While we are in Blue City, how will we be in contact with you? Via our Lucuna devices? Or will there be other means?
Your Lucuna device is a small pin with a question mark on it that's pinned to your lapel. You may use it to apprehend a hostile personality by pinning it to them, turning it 180 degrees, and counting to 3. You should not do that to yourself. You should only do it to hostile personalities. You only get one Lucuna device per agent. If you wish to contact Control, you can make an access roll. Okay, we can start.
And Nancy's mother, is she in the dream world too, or in the real world?
Everyone's in Blue City. Blue
Okay.
City's the collective unconscious. Everyone's there, and everyone's not there. You see people as generally gray faces until you try to interact with them, and then specific persons may come out of the ether. You may be able to go to specific places that might have a stronger connection to these people in the real world, such as their metaphysical home, or office, or things like that.
And this is our first dream.
You were green agents. Green agents go out into the field and collect general information. They might have found some of the threads that are leading us to want to apprehend this personality or discovering that Nancy went missing. Blue agents are the ones who get the job done.
And exactly, just so I could get a perspective of how exactly did we go into the dream thing?
You go to what is happily termed the slab, which is a operating theater where they hook you up to a number of interesting pieces of equipment, and it's kind of like the Inception box. Not really well described. You get hooked up to a machine and you go into Blue City in your mind. And everyone else's minds.
The collective mind.
It's like Mementos in Persona. Again, a lot of things draw on these themes.
Good deal.
And while we're in Blue City, how do we acquire, let's just say, standard issue weapons, or maybe things that are a bit more interesting?
Oh, you could try to requisition them from Control. You could locate them at a place in Blue City that might have those things. The easiest way is usually calling Control and asking very specifically for what you want. Very, very specifically.
Understood.
You guys ready to head for the slab?
Target. You mentioned this is go in, get the girl, bring her back. There are other bits of collateral, let's just say, damage that are acceptable should things go sideways.
Well, typically you don't want to apprehend or cause any problems with non-hostile personalities, but of course your mission is paramount. We also would like to know who kidnapped her in the first place, and apprehend them as well.
And why is this Nancy so important to you?
That's for me to know, and you to acquire.
Is there any other intel about coworkers, friends, family members, other associates that we might be able to reach out to prior to going straight toward the nearest target or the last known location?
Well, she is a young girl. She probably lives in a housing area. She probably has a family. But we haven't been able to acquire that information without sending in your team. All we know is that she's missing, and that's bad. Or at least that's what we're telling you.
It seems awful. Oh, wow, that one actually got my voice. Oof. That one, that seems awfully, not specific.
In your experience at the company, has anything ever been specific?
Well, no. But there's always hoping, right?
Agents,
Agent
you've been trained for this mission. You know everything you need to know. Get it done.
Okay.
And they just start pumping you full of drugs.
fall asleep.
Dream music.
Alright. Okay, so we just got. Alright, so. On roll 20, I had a couple backgrounds. They are semi-important, but you find yourself standing before a large wrought iron gate covered in ivy that joins a fence of similar construction that extends to your left and to your right, in either direction as far as the eye can see. The distance to which the eye can see is somewhat less than would be expected, as a soft gray mist obscures your vision. After about 100 feet, not super close in, but it exists.
As we look around, we're kind of in we're in subconscious, right? Like as you said,
You're in
and,
Blue City.
right. So our presence here is kind of like our own ego, how we see ourselves, more or less.
You're wearing your standard
Issue.
suit, blue tie, Lucuna device,
Excellent.
dirt shoes.
Excellent. As Agent Cartwright pops in, he pops in with a cigar, and he has an absolutely normal voice as he thinks of himself as not a squeaky little obnoxious person in real life. Okay, so we're here. Wait. That's not gonna work for me.
You're gonna open that gate, Cartwright?
Yeah, I'm gonna open that gate. I swagger up to it and open said wrought iron gate.
The gate is secured by a heavy chain, complete with a baroque-looking lock of indeterminate origin.
It opens not at all. This gate's not gonna open.
No, you use a little force there, Cartwright.
It's got a lock. Does anyone have a bolt cutters or something?
Just skip
Wait.
both leg and arm day at the gym. That what happened?
Was I supposed to go to the gym?
Oh boy. Got a lot to learn, kid. Let me see if I can give you a hand. And can he
Okay.
assist? Is there that sort of a concept?
No.
Alright, so he'll go.
Roll d6, get an 11.
Can I would like to contact control and requisition bolt cutters.
Make an access roll.
Excellent. All right.
That
So
all
I
you
just
want?
roll. For now, yes.
Okay, it's your heart.
Oh, I guess that's true. Dang. Okay. So I roll 2d6, correct?
You can roll up to the amount of access you have.
So I gotta roll up to 3d6 then, as my
Yeah.
access is 3.
Then yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So add 8 to your heart rate.
Yep. Okay.
Control.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Talking into your microphone.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, whew. Can I get a pair of bolt cutters?
Bolt cutters?
Yeah.
Why do you need bolt cutters?
There's a locked gate with a chain in front of me.
What's behind the gate?
I don't know.
So why do you need bolt cutters?
It's for the mission.
For the mission.
Yeah,
My
Nancy's
mission
behind the
diagram
gate,
doesn't
probably.
say that you need bolt cutters. It said you need to acquire a girl, but she's not a bolt.
Well, I wouldn't want to cut her if she was. That'd be counterintuitive, right? What if she's
Alright.
behind there, though?
Go check under the rock near the gate.
Thank you.
And they just hang up.
I go and check under the rock near the gate, hoping there's actually bolt cutters there.
There's some wire cutters.
Well, that's kind of helpful. Okay. I take the wire cutters over and I begin.
They don't work.
This is not going to work. Is this the right way?
Not happening.
Is there anything on top of the gate? Like, is it spiked? Does it have like barbed wire?
You can see through like the little crack where it's just kind of secured with like a loose chain. Like they don't want you to get in.
What's behind the gate?
Oh, as you peek through the leaves, obscuring most of the view inside the gate, you can see that the fence appears to surround a somewhat dilapidated zoo. Bright but faded splashes of color on long-forgotten food vendor carts, outdoor cages filled with odd bits of detritus, an overall air of melancholy at the location that once brought joy, now fallen to neglect.
Interesting. All right. This is a zoo.
Oh, people like young people like zoos.
Sure, but don't you think if we don't know anything about this girl, that it might be a little more productive for us to say, try to find her family?
Yeah, unless she's
where
hanging
to-
out in this rundown zoo as entertainment. Doesn't seem to make sense like she'd be here.
Okay, I
mean,
didn't
that
check
sounds
what was behind the
awful.
gate, guys. All right.
That's okay. Sure. Yes, of course. Delightful. Yeah. Well,
We have gray mist on down either direction beyond, like, along the fence. Was that correct?
Oh, when you looked left and right, you saw gray mist, but
Right. Without putting any effort in, all we see is the gray mist.
yeah.
Okay.
It's just the expository, here's where you are to start with.
right. Of course.
Do we hear any sounds of industry nearby? Transit, clamor of any sort? Sound of cars going by? Perhaps a diner or music in the distance?
As you
Anything?
look
Anything at
behind
all?
yourself, you enter into a large cobblestone square is what's behind you. Just a large cobblestone square, again, kind of rough outline of what would be a place. And you see three objects begin to discern themselves in the surrounding mist, because again, it's got some distance. You see a small single-story bookstore, a brightly colored hot dog cart and proprietor, and then a metro station that's just like, one of the pop-up ones going down into the ground.
I know you mentioned earlier, so green agents also do make dives, just not for any, like, particular mission. They're just data collecting and stuff. Is this a place that would be recognizable as, Cafe Station Plaza? Or...
This appears to be a zoo.
It's just... Oh, I'm in the other area.
Behind us in the square.
I'm not
Nice,
familiar
as
with
well.
that location.
Alright, okay, fair enough. Alright, sure. I haven't read any documents or anything. Absolutely not.
That's interesting. I'll note that on your personnel file.
Well, of course.
Other than
I
us
think that
four-
must be part of the Baxter method.
I'm gonna.
You also. Alright. Yes.
I want to take a closer look at that lock. Does it look pickable?
If you had some picks, maybe. It's a large, again, Baroque-looking iron lock. It's not particularly fancy or anything. It's just big.
Agent Naylor, turn around for a second here.
Sure.
I reach in her hair, I grab a pin out of her hair, and her hair falls out. And I attempt to pick the lock with the pin.
Okay. I'd say make an instinct roll.
Instinct is 3D.
So you can roll up to 3d6. Your goal is an 11.
Okay.
I have to do the dramatic thing now, so here we go.
Ooh.
No, the hair pick is not gonna do it. Doesn't quite have enough juice behind it.
Hmm.
Not
You add
much.
5 to your current heart rate.
Not so much in the lock picking, I guess, huh?
Damn, this damn thing. Sorry, Naylor. I broke your pin. Hope you forgive me.
Maybe in time. So the girl's first name was Nancy. What was her last name?
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm. All right.
Or Wilhelm, but that's not how I'm pronouncing it.
Sure, fantastic. Do we want to continue looking at the zoo, or do we want to try to find a housing area?
Perhaps, and he turns around as well. Does he also see the same things that she saw? The bookstore, a few different assorted objects?
Hot dog cart and a
Hot dog cart.
metro station that descends down some stairs.
Does he see the bookstore?
Yeah, you see all those things.
And perhaps we should take a look over there, see if any of the folks here might have seen or heard something. Maybe they'll provide some leads.
Sure.
Seems reasonable.
He'll spin on his heel and head toward the bookstore.
I will go with him.
I suppose we follow suit. I look longingly at the zoo for a moment and then follow suit.
It's forgotten state of disrepair. Brings
I
you
just like
stuff.
zoos.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it once was a zoo, but now it's just a memory of a zoo.
Testament to the impermanence of humanity.
Dark.
Again, melancholic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you come up. It's a single-story bookstore. It's not very large. It's got the standard bookstore window, a little bell by the door. Door's green. Most things in Blue City are blue. Getting kind of a washy area.
We'll try the knob, see if they're open for business.
As you turn it and pull, you hear the ding, ding. It opens. Lights are on.
Step in, if
Keep
there's the
going.
proprietor available.
Yes, there appears to be a gentleman working behind the counter. It's got a number of bookshelves. You can't really determine anything from the bookshelves. Again, all the books in Blue City, kind of the words wash away as this general idea of books. Nothing super specific. And again, there's a gentleman standing behind the counter. He's got little half-moon spectacles. Looks like a bookstore keeper that anybody would think of.
Hello there. My associates and I are looking for a good family friend of ours. I wonder if we might be able to ask you a couple of questions.
You can absolutely ask me some questions after you make an instinct roll.
Okay. Sure. So he'll ask. Oh, nothing with a 7.
Oh no, you still get to talk. It just isn't
have you
necessarily a success.
So, yeah, we were looking for a couple of family friends of ours, and he'll give a brief description of the little girl. Have you seen anyone like her around here?
No little girls coming into my store recently. I sell mostly books for older people. As you can see along the shelves, we do have a small children's sections, actually, and he points over to, like, just the corner, and it's a single shelf, not even the full length. It's like 3 books wide, like 4. It's got 10 books in it. It's really tiny. But you do notice that one of the books is pink. And he says, "Really, it's not our clientele. The zoo closed many years ago. People with children may be in the housing district. I'm not entirely sure, though. I have no children myself. I work my store.
Where's the housing district from here?
Oh, you just take the metro. Everywhere you take the metro.
You said the children's section is right over there?
Right there, yes.
And he'll stroll over there and kind of look at whatever books that they still have available. You mentioned that one was a slightly different color, pink in color.
Yeah, there's a pink book that you can see on the binding. Pink.
Say, hey, guys, come over here. Check it out.
Come on over.
He'll look at the pink book. What is the title of it? What is it about?
You can't tell what the title is, but it does have a black horse on the cover.
Like something that subject might be interested in. I mean, if we were, he'll gesture over to the other agents. This looks like something a little girl would want to read, right? Stallion?
Sure, plenty of young girls enjoy horses.
Correct me if did we get an age on the subject?
Young,
Just young.
I believe.
It's
Yeah,
the general idea of young.
yeah.
Ah.
And what was
Okay.
her last name again? I forget.
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm?
Yes, Nancy Wilhelm.
Sounds like it might be a family with wealth. Can afford horses. Who knows? And as he flips through the book, does he see anything that indicates anything, or is it just a picture book? Or
So when you open up the book, there's a pen inside.
a closer look at the pen?
It looks like a pen. It's
Is it a pen
clicky-
like for
it's
a
clicky
lapel
top,
or a writing
like a
pen?
like a clicky top pen. Appears to write with black ink.
Okay. Is that on a particular page, or is it just a plain black pen?
It's just like stuck in the book. Yeah, black pen. Same black
Is
color
it-
as the black horse on the pink cover.
Any of the pages have any writing on them, any scribbling, any colors, or any doodles that a little girl might doodle
Not
into a
particularly.
book?
It kind of again all washes together.
We'll take the pen out of the book and he'll turn back to the proprietor. Hey, the reason why you'd have this black ink pen in this children's book?
I've not seen that pen before. It's not the kind that I use. And he holds up a blue pen.
Do you mind if I take it along with me? I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
No, it's just a pen. You can have it. No
And he'll
problem.
kind of stuff it into his coat pocket and say, "Thanks, I appreciate it." So again, you said you haven't seen any little girls around here. Any parents that have come in, or anyone that's been coming in asking, other than us, about? Oh, I guess she's about yay high, and he'll give it again the brief description of her. Anyone asking about her?
Honestly, ever since they came out with ebooks, I haven't had a lot of business.
So sad.
Single tear.
Dude,
And do you have the addresses in the housing district available?
Addresses? That's a very specific thing in this world that I have no knowledge of because I'm a conscript in it.
you said we could get there via
Address.
the metro, right?
You get everywhere via the metro. It can take you where you want to go.
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Like. Thank you so much for your time, sir. We very much appreciate it. Have a lovely day.
I'll try. I hope I
Once
can.
again, care.
And I'm going to walk out the store.
Ding.
Why do you think anyone would buy a book whose cover is fuzzy? That seems like a weird choice.
You just hear
No
him
wonder
sobbing
the
as
ebooks
door
win.
closes.
It's
Yeah.
Sometimes they print strange textures on children's books, you know, to give them something.
But I think like every book you looked at had like it was like a concept of a book, so like right? Like when we looked at it, it was like we couldn't really see any titles.
Everything though, the whole world is the idea of a world,
Right.
right?
Do
So,
you
like-
read the company briefings? All right.
I left it in my other briefcase.
Okay. All right. Yes. There's a whole team just dedicated to trying to figure out writings here. It's just
Yeah, but like that's like business. I mean like average Joes.
Could be metaphors too, after all.
I
and
wouldn't. I mean, those are also people who, you know, work for control. I wouldn't say that so loudly.
Everything's
All
great.
right.
To the metro.
You walk toward the metro. You pass a person in a colorful hot dog cart. You
How
hear
do the
it.
hot dogs smell?
They smell very good for a hot dog.
Right, well, yeah, I
Hey.
mean,
the hot dogs also pink.
No, they look like hot dogs. They're kind of grayed out. Everything's kind of grayed out or blued out, or a little bit of both.
Okay.
Agent Fowler will kind of nudge. What was your agent's name, Omega?
Shepherd.
Agent Shepard Reeve, but you can call me Reeve.
Yeah. Hey, Reeve. That guy might have any information. You want to go ask him, see if he's seen this little girl or anyone that might know about her?
Sure thing, Fowler. So I'll walk up to the man selling hot dogs. How do you do, sir?
Make an instinct roll.
Okay. Oh, does that count?
I have
That works.
had just a wonderful day now that you've come here.
Great.
Clarence Bosco's the name. How are you?
I'm Agent Reeve. I'm
Agent Reeve?
Yes. I'm here. I'm looking for a little girl.
Little girl?
Yeah.
Why is there such a big man looking for a little girl?
Big man. Well, thank you. But you see a little girl around?
Oh, well, you know, ever since I set up my car here, it has not been very busy. But, as a hot dog salesman, I move around. Who are you looking for?
Her name's Nancy. Hear the name?
Nancy. Nancy. You know, I feel like I have heard that name before. Yes. Nancy.
Tell you what.
Wilhelm?
Yeah,
Nancy
Wilhelm. Oh, you have heard of her. Great. You're just the man I
Oh.
want to see.
Nancy Wilhelm. Yeah, she's an important name. That's for sure. Hey, you looking for Nancy?
Yeah, when's the last time you seen her?
Well, I haven't seen her, but there have been quite a few people that have been asking around about Nancy. And I told them the same thing I tell everybody. But she lives in Block 42, 2nd Avenue, 39th Street, on 42nd 7.
Do you know if she lives with her mother?
Oh, absolutely. She lives with both of her parents and her sister.
Block 42. I think that's and how do we get there? What's the quickest way? Can you tell me?
Oh, the metro. You get everywhere by the metro.
Okay.
It takes you where you need to go.
Thanks a lot, man. And I'll take one of those hot dogs off you. In appreciation.
All right, what do we want?
Yeah, I'll just take a plane. Nothing on
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right, that's and he says like some weird number that doesn't make sense and some currency that doesn't exist either.
Gonna grab it and mow down on it.
Yeah, that hot dog looks good. I want to get one too.
And he looks at you dead in the eyes and says it'll be $73.
So I
I
gotta.
don't have that.
Sorry. I gotta add that 11 to my heart rate, right? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
all rolls are added to your heart rate. Successes, failures, anything.
And when do we start getting problems with our heart? What number?
Your maximum. So any rolls you do after you're over your maximum heart rate, so whatever roll you make that puts you over it, you're fine. But after that, then they start becoming dangerous. And if you fail any of those rolls, then you start having problems. So if you just continue to succeed, you're just immortal. But the second you start to fail, things get worse.
Okay, for the audience, my heart rate currently is at 75, and my max heart rate is 190. No problem at all. This dreaming thing, it's easy as pie.
You're a professional now.
Yeah.
Pause. Alright, I think all signs point to the metro then.
Indeed.
Let's go.
Clarence, thank you so much for your information. You said it was Block 42, 2nd Avenue, 4077. Lives with both her parents and her sister, you said?
That's what I know.
Thank you. Those hot dogs smell delicious, but I'll pass on this one. Care.
Okay.
My stomach grumbles. To
Okay,
the
so-
Let's
metro.
go ahead. Head to the
You-
metro.
You head towards a very generic metro stop. It's got, a little fencing around it, and then a little archway. It's got some gray stairs that descend. Down about 2 flights onto a ground level. It looks like every subway station you could ever imagine. Again, everything looks like everything you could ever imagine because it's what everybody thinks a subway station looks like.
Cool.
There are lockers, and there's some signs that have words on them that you can't quite read, but it sounds like the train might be here soon. Or subway, or metro car, or whatever you call it.
Is there like a timetable for the trains, or did they appear when people think they're going to appear?
I think you've answered your own question.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Again, it's an idea of a train.
Love it.
Yeah.
So as you're standing at the platform, you hear the ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk of a approaching subway car. After another indeterminate period, the subway pulls into the station, gently screeches to a halt. The doors open. You hear.
Hey,
So we
You
need to
can,
go.
and that's the realest thing you've experienced since you entered Blue City.
Agent Naylor, you were able to understand that? I barely understand that at all. It sounded like it was a can inside of a tin can inside of a tin can. Could you hear that? What did they even say?
I'm imagining some sort of generic subway announcement, but I'm guessing it will take us exactly where we're looking to go.
Oh, I thought you spoke Charlie Brown for a minute.
Not quite. I don't claim to be talented in that way.
Doors opening. Step back.
Hop on.
You get on.
Yep. See
Okay.
Pizza Rat scrolling up the stairs as the doors close.
It's the idea of pizza.
The idea of Pizza Rat. There's so many ideas of Pizza Rat. So many of them.
You're kind of
Every
saying
rat
yes
has
to all of
pizza.
them.
It's yeah.
All the
special-
rats get pizza.
No.
Get special toppings on that pizza.
Same general sounds happen. The doors close. The subway slowly, gently begins to move, and then you're traveling on the subway. It exits the underground platforms, now cruising along a rather barren-looking landscape painted in light shades of gray and blue. You look off in the distance and you see what appears to be a very large crater in the ground, surrounded by a fence. You can see a couple cars by it, but again, it's moving as you travel off into the distance, and the subway begins to approach a new platform station, goes underground again, and stops. And it looks fairly identical to the subway platform you just left. Again, with the indeterminate sounds of and the doors open.
Do we see any signs of where we're at, like block number, for
Nope.
instance?
Looks like a subway station.
Can
They
I
always
just-
look like subway stations.
You guys want to give this one a try? See if this is block 42?
That's probably it.
I think it should be.
Well,
Sure.
I was thinking about block 42. I hope you all were too. Okay,
Think-
then
The sooner we get there, the better.
Rat.
this must be it.
So as you
Oh.
ascend out of the subway, you find yourself in what appears to be just middle suburbia. It's millions upon millions of cookie cutter homes that all look the exact same, with the exact same backyards and the exact same tire swing. As far as the mind can see, the eye can see, yeah. There are people
Excellent.
hustling and bustling about. They don't really look like anything. They look like people. But, you see dresses and suits and overalls.
We Fit
General
Trainer.
wear people play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's people wearing general people clothing. All their faces are kind of muddy, kind of squished and scrunched and just not quite right, but they look like every person you've ever met before at the same time.
We're gonna tell which one's which here, guys. Second Avenue, right? Was what we're supposed to go to?
Yes. Are there any street signs?
There are. Would you like to read them?
Sure.
Make an instinct roll.
I'd love to try.
Sure.
Everybody's like,
Literature.
"Oh, force is the best skill."
Yeah. No, I put 4 in insight, so we're gonna.
There you. Okay, well, you can roll up to 4 dice, and you got a 12, so that's a pretty straightforward. You look up and you see the signs that point you exactly where you try to go, where you want to go.
Nice.
For everyone curious, I'm sitting at a 72 now for my heart.
Yeah, I think the ladies'
And some bubbles.
resting heart rate might be a little lower than the guys, or a little higher.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
maybe
not
they changed that.
sure. I thought it was, I don't know. It looked to just be a standard 60, possibly.
Yeah, I think it's base 60 unless you
Okay.
modify, maybe.
It was different in the old version, but they've updated things to be a little bit better.
I would
My
be
day.
glad.
Not a problem.
Just going to put in some bubbles.
You've got plenty of time. Most maximum heart rates are in the upper near 200, so you got
Yes.
lots
Oh,
of
yes.
rolls to make before things become problematic.
So,
My
Agent Naylor,
maximum heart
were you
rate
able to figure
is
out which sign?
186. Yes. What does the sign say?
They kind of all just point you where you want to go now.
Oh, amazing.
It's almost one of those like you say it's this way, and then you step around the corner, and then you're there.
Oh, okay.
Again, you walk up to the appropriately numbered single-story ranch-style home, a la King of the Hill. They're all just King of the Hill house. I'm just gonna say they're all the King of the Hill house. So if you know what that is, great. If you don't,
dang.
Google it.
I was getting very there's one scene in A Wrinkle in Time where they're in like a neighborhood, like a little cul-de-sac.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
that.
it is a cul-de-sac, and at the same time it's not, and every house is the same, and at the same time it's not. So again, it's this delightful collective unconscious, but you're where you need to be.
What? Yeah, it seems to be this way. I'll lead them towards where the signs are telling me to go.
Yeah, you're at the house. It happens in a blink of an eye. The firing of a
77.
Mhm.
We look up. Do we see that on the echo of the door?
It's exactly the way I said it the first time, I promise.
Is there a mailbox?
Yes.
I'd like to open the mailbox and do a quick peruse through the mail.
There are several letters.
Okay. Does anything look out of place? Like a ransom note, something that maybe hasn't gone through like a Blue City's version of the post office.
Would you like to make an instinct roll?
I would love to make an instinct roll. Yeah, we're gonna roll all 3. Go hard. For a 7. Oof. Oofa doofa.
They all appear to be the exact same spam mail.
Yeah, it's a lot of fake publisher clearinghouse.ru. All right, well, that's gonna bump my heart rate up to 75.
Agent
Just
Naylor,
getting started.
Yes.
why don't you knock on the door? If it's her mother, she might be a little scared and feel threatened with us.
Oh, yes. Actually, I was
Roots
thinking the same thing. So, sounds lovely. And I'll go up and give the door a little knock, or if there's a doorbell, whatever.
It has a doorbell or a knocker.
Okay. I signal that I wish for the attention of whoever is in the home.
Just verbally, or
With I'll do the knocker.
okay, you hear a
Yes.
hard rapping of brass on brass with cock, cock, cock. And after a few moments, you hear, "Wait a minute, hold on, I'm coming." And a lady opens the door. She has the classic, like, I don't even know what the hairstyle is, where it goes down and swoops. She's wearing, I mean, it, like
Victor
full on
Pearl.
50s, 60s housewife, like 100%. And she says, "Yes, hello. How may I help you?"
Hi, I'm Agent Naylor. We were just looking into the disappearance of one Nancy Wilhelm. Who I
When you
believe is
say
the
that,
couple.
she says, make an instinct roll.
Okay. Can do.
I love the idea of like the persona just like going robotic and saying it.
Right. Okay. And sorry, I will say I wanted to ask. So, in terms of assets, shades give you, I believe, what's the mechanic for its instinct? Do I get to? Is it like a?
So
It says
typically you'll have
ignore.
a talent. In this
Right.
case, you have the talent of
Investigation from.
okay.
Thing.
So since this is kind of an investigation thing, it would apply. So you could roll one additional d6 as a bonus, which you get to roll after you've made your first roll, regardless of whatever the results were, and add that to both the result and your heart rate. So since you rolled a 10, typically that would be a roll you could make.
Okay. I think we really need this to go well, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that. All right.
So add the total 15 to your heart rate,
Yes.
and you scored a 15 on that interaction, or that instinct roll. And so upon the mention of Nancy Wilhelm, the woman in front of you drops to the floor and begins sobbing almost uncontrollably. Oh, she's gone, isn't she? Oh, my girl, my baby girl.
No, ma'am, perhaps for now, I'm going to just kind of lean, like, crouch down and just kind of put my arms on her shoulders and kind of, or like, under her elbow and just kind of pull her back. Oh, there you are. It'll be fine, really. We're looking, for her. We just were wondering if you had any, information where you last saw her, where she would go if she was scared, just those sort of things.
And she continues sobbing, but through that, she insists that my husband and I, Marco, my husband and I, we were inside. We didn't notice anything. Her sister Betty, she said she grabbed a ball, or she went over the fence to grab a ball, and she never came back.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. That must be devastating. When was this?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. All right. And I'm going to pull out a handkerchief from inside my jacket and just hand it to her. And you said it was your sister who saw this?
No, her sister,
Oh, her sister. Oh, yes.
Betty.
Of course. And is she home right now?
Yes, she's in her room.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, I'm sure it would be helpful if we could speak with her as well. But I'm so sorry to hear that. You said, and so it was the fence outside and at the back of the house, or?
Yeah, you can look straight through the house to a sliding glass door, as is the floor plan of the King of Hill house.
Naturally. Okay.
And it's got a little backyard with a little doghouse and a grill.
And beyond the fence, is it just like on the back of another house, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like a street.
Okay.
And then the back of another house, and then the front of the other house. Then it kind of mirrors. Ad infinitum.
Yeah. All right. And I'm just
Wilhelm.
going to, I think, guide Mrs. Wilhelm over to the couch, and just kind of sit there, comforting her. And when I feel like she gets a moment. Yeah. All right.
As Wilhelm, I'd like to echo Agent Naylor's condolences. You think it would be possible if we could speak with your daughter, Betsy?
Yeah, she's in her room.
Would you call her down, or is it okay for us to go to speak to her directly? Whatever works best for you.
You feel like trustworthy people based on the earlier role that you made, so I think it'd be fine for you to go talk to her.
Thank you for your cooperation. We really appreciate that.
Please don't
And,
kidnap her.
What was that, Miss Wilhelm?
Please don't kidnap her.
Ah, she will be safe with us. Trust in that. Agent Cartwright, you say, Shepard, we talk to Betsy?
Yeah, sure thing. I'll follow you up there.
And as we head that direction, does he see any of the child's toys around or anything like that?
Yeah, there are toys on the floor, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so he'll pick up, like, I don't know if there's a stuffed teddy bear or anything like that.
It looks like a
just
stuffed
to bring
teddy bear
along.
now. Yeah. It looks like a stuffed teddy bear now.
He'll pick one of those up and say, hey, listen, just so that way she doesn't freak out too much with 3 agents just showing up to her room. Betsy? He'll kind of rap on the room door. See?
You hear like a thop noise.
Go ahead and open the door by the handle. Betsy?
You see
Speak to you for a moment?
a little girl wearing, a pink dress sitting on the bed. She looks up at you and she says, "It's Betty."
Hey there, Betty. Is this your teddy bear?
No, it's my sister's.
Oh.
I didn't want to do a little girl voice.
I love it. This is the best.
Fantastic. Who thinks that's what a little girl sounds like? That's what I want to know, because that's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
So, Betty,
the wires get crossed.
Are you not into teddy bears? Do you like something a little bit more party? What are your toys?
No, I like teddy bears. It's just my sister's.
Okay. Think we could ask you a couple questions about your sister?
I mean, other than these questions, sure.
Oh, your mom tells us that you were out playing with your sister a few days back, and I guess she went to go retrieve a ball. Does that sound familiar? And then she just never came back? Is that about right?
Yeah, we were playing with the ball. We were playing with the ball in the backyard, and I picked it over the fence, and then she went over around the fence to get it, and I heard some screaming and some yelling, and then this white car went speeding away down the road, and then she was gone.
Kind of elbow Shepherd, see.
I had something in my throat, I'm sorry.
It was a white car, huh?
Oh, I mean, it was maybe bigger than a car. Like my parents' car is like a regular sized car. I don't know. It's like one of those cars with like 2 seats in the front and it doesn't have any other seats in it. Like didn't have any windows. It was like kind of bigger than my parents' car. I don't know if my parents' car doesn't have seatbelts either because it's just the car they have.
And did you hear anything? Did you hear your sister call for you or anything like that, or she just never came back?
Like I said, it was like the car sped up, and then there was some yelling and some things. It all happened so fast.
I'm sorry, this must be very difficult for you. Can you
was
think
our
of
only
anything
ball.
else?
That was our only ball.
Too real. Too real.
Is it a pink ball?
It was red.
Red. Was it like a dodgeball or was it smaller than that?
We like to kick it, so we called it a football.
Kickball? Football. I mean, looks like you had a lot of fun with your sister. Can you think of anything else that may have happened either before or after? Could you tell if there were any other people that were in that car that you described, or anything along those lines? Anything at all? He'll look around her room for one of her toys, and then say, "Hey, if you could describe any of the people, were they look like any of your toys or anyone that you'd seen before?"
I remember that you haven't made an instinct roll yet.
Okay. Fine.
All them bones.
So his heart rate is now
God, tangled.
let's see now, 83.
Can you push it in this game?
No,
No.
but failures aren't necessarily failures, but they're also not necessarily successes. So things happen. I remember there was some kind of picture on the side of the car, but I don't remember what the picture was. Maybe somebody else might have seen it in the neighborhood.
When she mentioned that it took off very quickly, while they're discussing with the child, I'm going to kind of back out of the room.
Hi.
Go. Okay, bye. Go outside. Hop over the fence and see if there's like tire tracks, like burned rubber. You know, like left behind from a vehicle going from 0 to 60 quickly.
Yeah, looked like.
I would
Yeah.
love to mention that Agent Nana is just sitting on the couch with like a cup of tea, like steaming hot. Like she's just made tea for herself and for Mrs. Wilhelm.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Of course.
It's just so hard, you know. My
I
husband
know.
works long hours, and I'm here with the children.
Oh, I totally understand. And she kind of just shoots you this look as you walk by, like, save me.
All right.
The neighbors were fortunate enough to be from the 2000s, so they have it much better.
Like,
I mean, they don't make as much money as we do. But
Agent Naylor,
I
are
don't
you
know.
a specialist on tires?
I seem to remember something from. I'll be right there. I'm so sorry, love, but duty calls. Of course, we must find your little girl. And I fully
Please
just
do.
like put the cup on a coaster on the and I just get up and walk like briskly away.
That did more for her sanity than anything else in the last day. Just the use
Amazing.
of a coaster. She's like, it's the first person that's ever used a coaster in this house. I feel
love
like
it.
I have to pick it up and put it on a new coaster.
I know, dear.
That's great.
She's just already in the yard.
Leave her sad life behind.
Yes.
It's past where it belongs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's tire tracks. You're not actually a tire specialist, right?
Do any of us really specialize in anything?
No, that's a good point.
The tread marks would be more of the idea of tread marks than specific
Yeah,
tread marks.
I'm still coping with the concept that anyone would take a vehicle when we keep getting told to take the metro anywhere.
I mean, if you need a quick escape, I suppose. You do some higher level agents get, you know, like I have, you know, immediately as we went outside, I think she put the shades back on.
Put the shades
I mean,
on.
I have, you know, some agents get a car. You
Right.
should have Agent Senior Instructor Baxter trains in them.
Yep.
You-
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yep. I'm guessing that paperwork was with your briefing. Yeah. Other case, right?
I left it with my lunch.
Okay.
That's why I wanted the hot dog.
Can't win for losing today, can we, Cartwright?
It's a rough first day at Blue Tier.
Yeah.
How did he pass?
Defense doesn't get to have rough days, Cartwright. You've got to pull it together.
Right. I don't know if we can actually learn anything else back here, other than asking from the houses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about
as they're-
Cartwright? You get access to give us a car, and we can follow those tracks.
Now there's an idea. Control? Can I get a...
Hello?
Hi, I'd like to requisition something.
That's. I feel like you know what my response will be at this point.
Yeah, I got it. You want me to roll for it?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we
Make
want to
an
know
access
what
roll.
it is too.
Make an access roll.
All right.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
need to
ask.
know what you need.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna all three.
Mm.
Wow, that's a 4.
Mm.
Can I get a sedan? I don't specify the actual size.
Okay, so Dan. Yep. All right.
Perfect.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, make sure to add that to your heart rate
Yup.
and check the grill.
I'm sorry. What?
Check the grill.
Okay. That seems a bit small, but
He hung it a long time ago.
yeah. I go over to the grill, which I hope is propane.
And propane accessories.
Thank God. And open up the grill. See a micro machine, I imagine.
It's a toy sedan. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
jeez,
I pocket
Conrad,
it.
You gotta be precise when you're asking these things.
Yeah. I kind of really thought saying a sedan. I was gonna say a car, and then I thought better. I was like, oh, we need 4 seats, a sedan. And
The Paul hates me. Just personally.
Well,
Out of game. The Paul hates me.
who else wants to try? Request a real car. Maybe 67 Chevy or something like that.
I mean, it never goes well when I try to talk to Control, I'll be really honest.
Well, me neither. My access is only 2D. So has anybody
Hell,
got
I'll
like
give
a
it a try.
4D?
I'll give it a try. Hey, Mr. Wizard? Control.
Yes,
Mr.
hello.
Wizard.
This is Control. How can I
Yeah,
help you?
listen, we need wheels, and we need something stylish. Like 1969 Camaro SS. Fuzzy track in the back. Want, let's see, 1100 Holly Dominator carburetors on the top. Yeah.
ask
It
for
needs
fuzzy
a
dice.
full tank.
And what was
Something that can
your
really lay down some
Tank.
tread.
Good call.
what was your authentication code?
I don't know. Summer of 69.
I'm sorry, I don't have that filed in here. Could you please tell me your access roll?
Canadian, Brian Adams.
Make an access roll.
Roll them bones.
Roll. What does he got? 15! Ho!
Oh!
Let's go!
Machi, machi.
1969
Yes,
Camaro
Agent Fowler,
Posi
I see here you absolutely have the authorization for that. Is there anything else I can get for you, sir?
No, not after I lay a quarter mile of rubber on this road. No problem. Thank you, Mr. Wizard.
I'll
Yeah.
equip it with the standard package then. Good day, sir.
Did you get the fuzzy dice?
And so Agent Fowler, after you disconnect with Control, you feel like a weight in your pocket,
Okay.
and
He switches around and he pull out some ZZ Top looking keys.
yeah, absolutely, with the keychains and all that fun stuff.
He'll look over at Agent Cartwright and say, "What do you say, son? Want to give her a ride?" I'll toss him the keys.
And I attempt to catch them, mostly successfully. And
Make
bobble
a
it first,
force
and then-
roll with no consequences. Just make whatever your force is. Roll your force.
That's a 9.
It doesn't add to your heart rate, but you don't catch the keys.
I dropped the micro machine.
I hope you drive better than you catch.
Not
Come on,
especially.
son. So pick him up for him and place him in his hand. Come on, you got the wheel. Let's ride.
All right. Is there anything else we want to ask while we're here?
You will
I'm
talk
assuming
to
no.
Betty, right? Did you learn anything from her?
Fortunately, she's just heartbroken. She misses her sister. Described what the scene was about, but yeah, we didn't get much further than that.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Hey, got these wheels.
Hey, Fowler.
You
I
can't
just-
figure it out. Let's at least get there in style.
I hope you ask for gas for that thing.
Oh, this thing doesn't run just on gas. It runs nitro. Let's go.
All right. Oh, didn't the little girl say the van might have had a logo on it?
Yeah, like a picture, an image, but she couldn't tell what it was. Just knew that it had some sort of an image on it.
I look around and I think of suburban fears, and I wonder if I see random like neighborhood watch cameras on like telephone poles.
That's the one thing I was going to check.
No, but you do see that the neighbor across the street is sitting in a lawn chair in his backyard, smoking a cigarette.
Ah, the old-fashioned neighborhood watch. We should ask
Shall we?
him.
Yeah, we should.
Yep.
We should ask him first. Yep. All right.
With successes, it also adds to our heart rate.
Yep, everything adds to your heart rate. Successes, failures, thoughts.
All right, he's at a 95. He's starting to heat up. Camaro just sent his blood rushing, so
Are you in that target range yet?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Mhm.
I guess yeah. Let's walk over to the neighbor then. And with these weighty Camaro keys in my pocket, Cartwright starts to like straighten a little bit, and just pulls out the cigar that he thinks is gonna make him look tough, and like approaches the person and just starts talking like this to him at first, and then realize that's not feasible.
So as you walk up, you see that the gentleman's wearing just some boxers, and he's got one of those big old like metal
Oh, no.
sunshade things. He's also wearing like a red beanie hat, and he's got sunglasses on. Hairy, very hairy gentleman. Not super large, kind of on the slim side. Probably in his 40s, mid 40s.
Hello,
All
sir.
right.
We're from the agency.
Make an instinct roll.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. Don't ignore that. But those are the right die.
Oh,
Add that to your
Oh.
heart rate.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
oh, Woo! 17.
all right.
So he does the
Nice.
like he does this. What agency?
You have to ask. I suddenly try to get like a real cool guy. It's too important for you to know. We got some
Oh.
questions for you, sir.
Yeah. What are your questions?
Do you happen to see a white van of some kind rip snort out of here yesterday?
Oh yes, disrupted my sunbathing. Get this wonderful complexion. His complexion is it's white. It's very white. He does not have a tan. Piece of shit down from docks. Some fisherman's boat. Not boat, but goat boat. I don't know what. Piece of shit.
A van?
Why not? A man, a van. I mean, whatever you say.
Okay. From the dock. How'd you know it was from the docks?
A big old fish bucket on site. The only place they go is docks. They take fish. They deliver fish. That's pretty much all they do. It's the dock. I mean, fish.
Did you happen to see who was driving it? We have it on good authority that the little girl next door may have been taken by them.
Oh, gentleman wearing balaclava.
Oh, well, that is quite
Very odd.
quite serious.
But then again, fucking fishermen are crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense. And anyone that chooses to go out on the ocean is crazy.
Exactly. That's why I say my beach and backyard.
You can tell it's looking great. Thank you for your time.
Oh, always good time with Sergey.
Thank you, Sergey. We'll make a note. And I turn around and said, I think I did a pretty good job on that one.
I just kind of like clap him on the shoulder and kind of steer him away back towards the car. That was a distinct improvement, Agent Cartwright.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I
Unlike
like walk with like
Shepard.
swagger.
Lud Shepard, our boy's grown up. Must have been in the car, though, right? It was the car, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
It
still haven't
does
found the car
grant
yet.
a certain kind of swagger.
You found the
Yes.
keys.
That's a good point. It's too old to have a beep beep to have a key fob.
Typically it would be, but these keys are a little bit anachronistic to the car that was requested, so
Oh.
Hell
they,
yeah.
they do have a beep beep button, as you so aptly
Start.
phrased.
Start
The panic
hitting that
button.
fob.
It's right behind you. It was right behind you the whole time. Like the second
Oh.
you go beep beep, you go, oh, there it is.
What do you guys say we take this fine ride to the docks? See if we can find out what was going on there. You say, Shepard?
sure thing, Fowler. Cartwright, since you're doing such a good job, why don't you just take us there?
Oh man, all right. And I sit down.
Go on the
and,
driveway.
yeah, right. Sit down, stick the keys in, turn it on. Go to check the 8-track. There's a copy of the Blues Brothers soundtrack stuck in it. All right, that's still pretty good. Rev the engine and away we go once everybody piles in.
Nice.
In the back seat, there is a duffel bag with a little tag on it that says the standard package, comma,
Ooh.
sir.
I
Oh.
would love to unzip that.
What do you see in there,
my-
Shepard?
Inside, you find 4 1911 semi-automatic 9mm pistols. You find 3 pairs of body armor. You find a grappling hook and 50 feet of rope. And you find a dart gun with 3 syringes, a red one, a blue one, and a green one.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
there's no code that says what does what on those colors.
You find a red one, a
Love it.
blue one, and a green one.
Hell yeah.
And we don't know what they do?
No.
Okay.
I don't know about standard package. This looks like a custom job for me. Huh? What do you guys say?
Yeah, I immediately start putting on the armor and throwing the pistol in my inside pocket.
Shepard, looking good.
Yeah, now I feel more like a man now. I'm ready to kick some
Man.
ass.
It suits you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's another function of access is getting things. So big things usually you have to go find. Small things sometimes just show up on your person. Kind of depends on the situation. Kind of depends on the expediency. But you know, in a pinch, a good access roll can get you some good things.
And these
Pretty clutch.
these dart guns, they got ammo.
Yeah, the blue, red, and green darts.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the colors of
Yeah.
the darts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a single dart gun and a single of each color dart, red, blue, and green.
Also said there was rope, a grappling hook, and of course semi-automatic weapons, right? And body
Yeah.
armor.
And
But
3
only
sets of body armor.
3 sets of body armor.
Okay.
You guys can wear the body armor. I think it'll probably serve you guys more effectively.
All right.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. It seems like you're growing up pretty fast there.
Yeah, I'll take the grappling hook. I'm driving.
Yeah,
Hands
you-
on the wheel and your eyes on the road, buddy.
Mhm.
All right.
Is this? Remind me what year this car was, Fowler?
1969 Heavy
Right.
Camaro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think what's that Netflix series? And I'm blanking on it. The one with Dean and
Supernatural. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So think Supernatural.
Yeah.
Not that. That's not the car.
No,
right?
that's an Impala.
But
yeah.
it's a muscle
Yeah.
car.
Right. I was just wondering, based on you, like, would it be a stick?
Oh, any self-respecting muscle car would definitely be a stick shift.
I was
Not an
just
automatic.
curious. Right,
I was
no,
gonna say,
no.
Agent
just
Fowler
raised some
standard
questions.
package. Yes.
Right,
Oh, no,
it
we're
just
not
raised
talking-
some questions for me as to whether Agent Cartwright would know how to drive.
This is not a cruising mobile. This is to lay a quarter mile of tread on the ground. Yeah,
No,
I
no.
think Cartwright's definitely gonna burn out the clutch on this one, pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
I
that's
played a
fine.
lot of,
But anyhow.
Yeah, I played a lot of that arcade game, Route 66. So like, getting going
There you go.
is okay, but it's
Oh,
slowing down. That's not so good.
Sure. Yep. Okay.
How far is the dock from here?
Well, in that vein, the driver, which in this case is Agent Cartwright, needs to make a force roll actually for this car.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right.
You want to drive the wheels? You got to pay the price.
That's fine. That's fine.
No!
So-
Hey.
So as you all are ribbing,
Hey, hell yeah.
so as Agent Naylor is ribbing Agent Cartwright, Cartwright just looks toward the back seat and without looking forward just drops the clutch, spins the back wheels, and slams it forward, heading off into the sunset, which is somehow directly in front of you, right at that exact moment.
Nice.
And
Perfect.
once the blistering heat of his manliness or just general awesomeness
Explosions go off behind.
right,
and
as-
Kids
as-
playing
dust
fireworks.
clears from this testosterone fueled peel out. You notice you're at the docks. You're just there. It just broke through
Time
the
and
world.
space.
Yeah, I mean time and space are relative, so it just again it forced its way into the consciousness of the docks area.
You
Excellent.
hear Kansas playing "Carry On My Wayward Son"? You hear that?
In the background.
Whatever,
yeah.
whatever
Is that the
most
background music right now?
appropriate feeling is.
Yes.
That's great. I have 110 heart rate.
You should.
It's worth it.
Yeah, take it easy there, Cartwright. I could hear your heart thumping.
Woo!
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Mm.
All right.
Excellent.
That's
Yeah.
all even mentions
Cool.
the docks. It's perfect.
Nice.
How
So,
we get here.
so you pull up to the docks, and again, roll 20. I have a little picture of docks. They're generic docks. They're like the ramshackle England-looking things from some mid-century period. There's a mix of modern and sub-modern equipment. There's a hustle and bustle. You see people wearing what would, again, typically be like yellow jumpsuits or things like that, but they're in more muted tones of grays and blues. Bustling about and going about their work. Birds flap overhead, but you can't tell what kind of birds they are. They are birds.
Generic dark M's.
Well, it really is. They are just seagulls, because seagulls are like the least specialized birds. Every bird is a seagull because that's just kind of the druid of birds.
Good birds.
They're not really specialized in anything. They'll eat it if it gets close.
Much like
Uh,
druids.
Says we're not playing a role-playing game. Come on. Uh,
Oh man.
As we arrive, he'll take a deep breath. Love the smell of ock at low tide. How about you guys?
That's a interesting smell to enjoy, but sure.
Yeah, the water always relaxes me. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Like a dream.
Yeah, like a dream.
Suppose it is.
Mm-hmm.
As we look around, do we see any indications of something that was like the description that Betty gave? This long but white, but has an emblem on it, but not sure. Anything that would be even close to what she described.
Well, I believe the emblem was a bucket, right? That's what
Yeah.
the neighbor told us.
All right.
yeah, you actually see a number of vans around here that look like that. And even almost more peculiarly. The dock buildings kind of seem to be cookie cutter, and then there's one with a different logo. So there's three big dock like fishery processing businesses that are Got this big white star emblazoned on the side, and then one that's got a kind of stylized name instead of the star.
What is the name?
Make an instinct roll.
Oh, okay, sure. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, it says the Sheldon Shipping Company.
Sheldon Shipping. All right. Cool. And all of the others know that that's what it says. And we to take my glasses off to math. Would be I can do math totally all the time. It's a 102 that I'm at. Yes.
Let's go.
Skipper's the only one that's cool as a cucumber right now.
I'm pretty calm.
I was gonna say Shepard should be in a pretty good shape.
Oh, I prefer Reeve there.
Oh,
Cartwright.
Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm calm. I'm calm. I like to be calm.
Oiled spring.
My I'm only at 76,
Ooh.
so because I get everybody else to roll. That's why.
There's a flow between instinct and access, and then obviously force.
Just waiting for the
starts a
moment.
little later, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta play my calm, cool, collect character right and stay calm, right?
Classic game master moves, right?
Mhm. Mhm. We'll see how long that holds up.
Agent Naylor, did you make something out there?
Yes, yeah, it's Sheldon Shipping is the one over there. Sheldon Shipping Company.
And the other ones,
The other one.
the other ones say Star Fishing Company, Star Fish Company, and the Star Shipping Company.
And then that's Star Fishing Company, Star Fish Company, and
Star
what was
Shipping Company.
Star Shipping.
One of these things is not like the other.
Agreed. I think that's where we should start.
Agreed there, Naylor.
Okay.
You think we should have a break? We're at the halfway point. Want to have a 10-minute
Sure.
break
Sure.
before we
And
enter
we'll find
the
out.
docks?
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
good.
Find out what's in that. One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we'll be right back in 10 minutes, everybody.
Totally.
It's definitely not die.
It's
Don't
definitely
crash
not
the
going to
car.
explode.
We are back.
Don't crash the car. Come on.
Oh, we're parked.
Yeah, so
I think this is where the tough guys are. So I think I should lead the way on this one.
You've got it, Reeve.
Thank you. So I'm gonna approach the door with the unique sign.
the Sheldon Shipping Company.
Yeah, Sheldon's
Yes.
shipping company. And I'm going to slowly open it.
It's it opens up into a not that big a warehouse for how big it seems on the outside. It's actually a little bit smaller and more dismal on the inside. You don't hear a lot of hustling and bustling inside this warehouse, and you actually see several what looks like to be production or processing lines that aren't on. There's only one that you see running, and it's got a couple fish that are going down it.
Do I see lots of people?
No, you just see the one line running and some fish falling into a large bucket hopper. It's not running very fast. It's like one fish every 20 seconds or so.
And do I see like any other doors to other rooms around?
So when you open the door, you look in, you just kind of see that scene. It's just the fish falling plop plop in a bucket. And maybe it goes off like to the left, like down some large assembly line or processing line.
Okay, I'm going to take out my pistol and signal to the other guys. It's clear, everybody. Let's proceed slowly. Follow me.
So yeah, so as you walk in slowly, you open up into kind of a larger processing space. It's not very brightly lit. There's only one line of lights going down this single assembly line. You can see two or three more past it. It's a big room, but it kind of feels small because none of the lights are on. And as you look way down this 100-foot long processing line, you just see a single guy just standing there picking up fish and putting them in it.
Things up and put them down.
Okay, I'm gonna put my gun away, approach the guys slowly.
So he's engrossed in his work currently. He's just looks downtrodden by the world. Kind of like at one point, this might have been a bustling place, but he's just shoveling fish now. He's just dunking them in the machine.
Hey there, buddy. How's it going?
Yes.
So, what do you do here?
Oh, make an instinct roll.
Is this all you do in this factory? Just store fish? Anything else going on here?
Well, that's a good question.
Instant roll. Instant roll.
Instinct roll first.
$11.
11. All right. All right. Well, I am the proprietor, the owner of this factory, the Sheldon Shipping Company. And as you can see, we're on hard time. Sorry.
I'm looking for a little girl. You see one walking around here?
Around here in this factory? No, sir. It's just me.
Yeah,
All
she
the
seemed
other
to-
workers have been run off.
See any other people around? Or just you?
Oh, this factory? Just me. The other factories? Now, I don't know about them. If you're looking for somebody into some shady dealings, that Star Company, That'd be the place to look.
Star Company, right?
Well, they say that there's 3 different companies, but every time I've been over there, they won't let me inside. They run me out of business, scared off all my workers, and you hear strange sounds at night.
Really? Well, thank you, buddy. Appreciate the information.
No problem. If y'all want to work, I could use a hand.
Strange sounds, you say? Like what?
Well,
mean-
people working after hours. You know,
Yeah, but
fishing's
this
not
is-
really a nighttime kind of business. The fish come in, they get processed. That's it. I mean, it's not really a shelf-stable kind of product.
Couldn't have just been cleaning up at night shift or something like that? What kind of sounds you talking about?
Well, the manufacturing equipment keeps running, but it doesn't sound like any fishing equipment I've ever heard of before. And I see them bringing in all kinds of odd chemicals, different hours of the night.
Odd chemicals.
Or,
Like ammonia or...
it's hard to tell, but they're just big fats.
Do you know they're odd chemicals then?
Well, again, in this line of work, you don't use a lot of chemicals. Salt, maybe. But it's not really a fishing thing, you know, the stuff that's going in and out, and I don't ever really see them selling much fish.
Really?
It just doesn't add up. I've been doing this a long time.
How long has this been going on, do you know? Is it a recent thing?
It's hard to tell how long it's been going on specifically, but long enough for me to almost be out of business at this point, which isn't something that's very normal. This was once the busiest fish processing and chopping facility in the entire dock area.
Well, if we were to try to make our way in there, you say, do this at different
no.
odd hours of the night.
Be careful there. They've got these surly-looking guards they post outside while they're running at night. They're not there during the day. The oddest thing.
Fowler, I think
Well,
I think we got enough information.
Do thank you. And best of luck on this fish business. We'll see if we can find out what's going on over there and we put an end to any kind of nefarious behavior. But you take care, all right?
Oh, well, you know, I always say hard work's a bucket of chum.
Good luck.
And we walk away. As we're walking away, I think, Fowler, I think we got it. I think we know where it's at. We should plan our infiltration carefully.
What do you say, Naylor? For getting in some doors, getting some prisoners, or taking no names? What do you want to say?
I mean, I think Agent Reeve would be most well versed on that one, perhaps. So whichever he thinks will be best. It doesn't seem like we'll get in there very easily at night, one way or another. We do have a grappling hook. We could try to go for the quiet route.
Yes, that is an option, but we should have 2 plans. We got to take care of those guards, at least maybe. How about, I need to know what those darts do. I'm going to call command and I want to ask what those different colored darts do.
Says Shepard.
Access roll. Is there any way I can increase it?
Do you have a talent?
Not for that, no.
No.
I only got 2D.
You could potentially ask another team member to try to do it for you.
Yeah, I only got 2D, so I'm never going to get like 11 or 12. There's no way. So,
It's why they send you in teams.
Kara, my friend. You got the high
You're pretty
access.
lucky with
I
them.
think they like you out there, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Can you ask them
Nice.
what these green, blue, red darts do? You know, they're
Yeah.
useless to us unless we know what they do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If,
Okay.
I was going to say, if we can get through, maybe asking as well for some other sort of, I don't know, anesthetic, some kind of like chloroform, something to put the guards
Yeah.
to sleep potentially. But it would also be good to know what the darts do.
All right. Yeah, I got this. Control.
Yes.
Got a couple of questions here for you. The darts from the standard package are multicolored, red, green, and blue. If we could get the specifics on what each color does, and then maybe a couple of silencers and a bottle of ammonia.
Agent Cartwright, what's the current access code?
That's gonna be an 11.
That is the current access code, as it is. All right.
Alright.
So, what was that one more time specifically?
Right, I said ammonia. That was wrong. I need the specifics of what each color, red, blue, green, dart does. A handful of silencers for our 1911s, and a bottle of chloroform.
Is it?
Uh,
Anything else?
a
Anyone?
breaching charge.
Okay. So, it's telling me here you should check the bucket of chum at the end of the line.
Life is a bucket of chum, all right.
Have a nice day, Agent.
Thanks, Control.
They
So-
go, Cartwright.
So what do the darts do there, Cartwright? They tell
Well,
you?
hold on. I walk over to a bucket of chum and like roll up my like suit jacket just some because it's a suit jacket and they don't really roll. Just start rooting around and pull out whatever may be in.
There's a kind of a hard briefcase-shaped object.
Perfect. Yeah, I crack open that briefcase and hopefully see a list of instructions regarding the darts.
So in the briefcase, you find 3 stick-on labels. One that says hot, one that says cold, and one that says hotter.
Just the labels.
It's just labels.
Are the labels color coded?
No, they're black and white.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well,
You also find the silencers for the 1911s or suppressors for the 1911s.
okay.
A bottle of chloroform, several rags, and a pair of bolt cutters actually. And
I knew these would come in handy eventually.
and the requested breaching charge. One of
Hell
like,
yeah.
On like Rainbow Six.
Yup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the one I
and
was
the-
thinking of.
The bolt cutters have Cartwright written on the handle.
Yeah.
They were in his
Yeah,
other briefcase. I mean,
really, like you
Totally.
in control, Cart, right?
You just have to know how to talk to people.
I suppose that's fair. Sure. Yeah.
God, I love that hot, cold, and hotter were the labels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Not color coded.
No.
Great.
no, they're
That's so good.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can possibly assume that blue is cold and red is one of the hot ones.
Yeah, but what does hot mean though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Ah.
Very good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're
I guess the darts are useless. Last resort type of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
To be
Did
fair,
you
we
at least
have
get the chloroform?
now. Yeah.
Yeah, we acquired chloroform, some rags, suppressors,
Mm.
my own special bolt cutters.
Now they give you the bolt cutters.
Now
Great.
I'm gonna go back to that damn zoo.
Gotta give it to control.
That's the end of movie montage.
Yeah.
Is us going to- like in Now You See Me, there's like the carousel. That's yeah.
Everybody does
Exactly.
the jumping high five thing. Like,
Yeah, as well as this here breaching charge. I kind of said it as a joke, but we got explosives.
Oh,
Get
hopefully we
some,
won't need
dude.
it, but
Right. I mean, you always hope you don't need explosives, but it's pretty cool if you do.
If you need them, you really need them.
It's true. Free door.
Yeah.
as we look outside, do we see about what time of day it is?
what time today do you feel like it is?
It was sunset when we
feels-
were driving here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like early evening, twilight, maybe.
Okay.
Not quite nighttime
About
yet.
Right. Yeah.
So he'll look and
That
say,
magical
"Listen,
time, the witching hour.
if we're gonna do something, we want to do it pretty soon before those guards show up. At least so we can get the drop on them, right?
Mhm.
You
So-
say?"
Yeah.
And he'll one of those submachine guns and chamber it and say, "You guys ready for an adventure?"
Are they pistols?
They're pistols.
I thought he said a
They're
submachine gun.
semi-automatic.
Oh, semi-automatic pistols.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chamber a semi-automatic pistol.
That's
You guys
the
ready for an
standard
adventure?
range. I mean,
Yeah, this is Reeves' specialty, right? So if his suggested plan of attack, that'd be great.
Well, we need some more intel first.
Sure.
There's no guards guarding the entrance, right? We're gonna stay back and just scout.
not currently.
Okay, so maybe one of us should take the grappling hook and go up on the roof, see if there's any way in from there.
No. Anyone particularly good with a grappling hook?
Well, I guess that would be me. I'm 4D in force, and force uses athletics, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. So you.
Away you go.
okay, so I'm gonna be like on the side of the building, out of the way, like in an alley or whatever. Nobody
Yeah,
can
it's a
see.
big building.
And try to use the grappling hook or whatever means necessary to get to that roof.
Make a force roll.
Oh.
18. All right, yeah, 18 will do that. Add that to your current heart rate. And yeah, Reeve just kind of casually takes the grappling hook and he doesn't spin it around or anything. He just like one hand over his head like a grenade just tosses it, and you hear the most satisfying but also not like projected just ka-chunk as it latches on to the Assassin's Creed like guaranteed gonna hit Y and catch it point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you shimmy up to the roof.
Then as I'm over, I just wave down there. Then I turn around and I scout for an entrance into the building.
So the building top is kind of one of those double level where it's got like the metal diagonal roof and then big windows and then another roof on top of that. So you can kind of see in through those mid-level windows across the whole factory. It's laid out very similarly to the Sheldon Shipping Company. From what you can see up there, there appears to be on the interior of that window like a catwalk, which could be used to access the window. That's kind of above everything, and that catwalk leads all manner of places in the interior.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking for guards, alarms, that type of thing.
You don't see any on the roof.
In
you
the
do
window,
see-
I'm looking in the window.
Yeah, or in the like looking down through the window into the facility. It doesn't seem like the gantryways are really used.
Okay.
It's like you're crouched down and there's a little like closed eye in the middle of your vision right now. And you see some workers working in the base of the factory again in those muted like yellow fisherman's jumpsuits that are really blue or gray or some figment of what fish workers look like. People who would work in a fish processing facility. And this one's very busy. It's well lit below where you are. Again, because the drop lights go below the gantries. This is more of like a maintenance area. And you see fish rolling off the line quite a bit faster than once every 20 seconds or so.
I'm thinking this is not. It seems like a normal place, so it's. Can I just whisper down from the roof to these people? Do I have like a walkie-talkie or anything?
You don't have one. They
Okay.
exist, but you don't have.
I'm gonna say it just looks like there's normal workers in this building. Nothing fishy going on in here. What do you think we should do?
He said the fishy stuff only happens at night. Maybe it's like a factory by day, but a crime enterprise by night. Maybe we should all scale up there and just wait it out up there.
There are also 2 other buildings.
But this is the one that the other gentleman told us to go to.
So as you're standing at the edge of the building, conversing, you actually start to hear like one of those 15 bells, like bzz. It's like a horn.
Flintstones, since the Flintstones.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so again, you guys being down the alleyway, nobody's really coming in this direction. But Agent Reeve sees again lots of the people just immediately put down what they're doing and start to file out of the factory.
Okay, great. Then I signal to everybody to get on the rope, the grappling hook, and come on up. Come on up there, everybody. Now's our chance.
That's our
come
cue.
on.
Yep. So it's already
Shimmy
set
on
up.
up.
By Agent Reeve, so you just climb up. It's not
Excellent.
difficult now.
Fantastic.
So you guys take a second to do the climbing. It's not nearly as effortless and flawless as Agent Reeve, but you get up fine, no issues. And when you all reach the top and look down, you see that all the factory workers have left. A lot of the lights have been shut off, and there appear to be some new people funneling their way into the building.
So how are we gonna get into this window? Any ideas?
Well, I think maybe Control can lend a hand here. Because there's no window now doesn't mean there can't be one. Right? Just because there's no skylight, maybe we can go in that way if we requisition it. I'm going to give him a call. I haven't talked to him in a while, and I want to thank him for that solid he did me before. So go ahead and ring him up. Hey, Troll, listen. My boy Cartwright over here wants to thank you for these fine wheels that you got for us. Really coming into his own here. And I also want to thank you for that standard package. It's really come in handy so far. But listen, we got ourselves in a little bit of a pinch up here. We're on top of this roof. Get a easier way down, if you know what I mean. There's no skylight or anything. Do you think you can maybe open up a rooftop access so we can kind of go down in style?
Well, sir, I'm having a little bit of trouble processing that request. My connection appears to be a little bit undiscerned at this point. Would it be possible to discern that connection rating?
Yeah, I got a 16. It's very simple, really. Look, it's a box with a door. You open the door, there's stairs that goes down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What do you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'd hate for you to have to actually open the door, though. I think you'll find that the window in front of you is quite unlocked at the moment.
Perfect. Hey, again, thanks again for those fine wheels. I think we got it from here.
Oh, very, very good, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
I think I'm okay for now.
Microbeat
We'll
comlings,
be in touch.
team, Any other additional weaponry?
I got a few ideas, but I don't think we're in the thick of it yet. Give you a call if we need you.
All right, we'll be sure to add that 16 to your current heart rate and roll again the next time you call me.
Oh, you should ask for pizza rolls. Is it too late to get pizza rolls?
It's very much too late to get pizza.
He's now
beans.
Well,
114.
Is that what was what your lunch was? That you left in your
No.
briefcase?
It was
Oh.
pizza bagel bites, but
Oh,
you know,
no.
'cause you can have them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Oh, okay.
It's really
Sure.
versatile.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. Window.
As we open the window,
Sure.
Yeah, it's just unlocked. It's the craziest thing. It appeared to be a solid window before, but now it's got a latch. Not done.
great. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
lead the way and slowly, quietly go in and take out my pistol. Have it on the ready.
Okay, so yeah, you look down and you notice that the people appear to be filing through a door in the back of this processing area, way down at the end of the processing line.
At the bottom of the stairs.
So you guys are up on the gantry-way, and then it's like a 40-foot high ceiling. So all the way on the floor level where all the factory equipment is, there's like, a back wall, and on that back wall there's a door.
And how can we get down from up here?
A series of ladders.
Okay.
This is kind of like I said, maintenance access. They've got all the electrical and compressed air, water, and things running along the ceiling.
And are the people walking into that area, do they have any sort of discernible uniform that they're wearing?
They all appear to be wearing it would be a similar outfit to the Fisher people, except instead of being like an overall bib, it kind of is completely covering and looks like, it's kind of like almost a hazmat suit the closer you look at it. So instead of being just to protect against fish splashes and things like that, it appears to cover more heavier duty gloves and boots that are like taped together. Kind of odd.
As we go down, I think we should look for any sort of maintenance room, if there is one, that would have maybe clothing, sort of, storage.
Cool.
Yeah, make it an instinct roll.
Okay, can do. 16.
Yeah, 16. Add that to your current heart rate. And absolutely, like right at the bottom of the ladder, there's a door very clearly labeled maintenance and other PPE. And when you go inside, you find a number of course, maintenance tools, as well as the same PPE the fish people, the fish processing people, and the other workers are wearing. And you notice that though the people that walked through are not wearing like a head covering, there are like biohazard looking head coverings as well with those full gear sets.
Okay.
There are 3.
Okay. Well, we've got 3 options here. Are they sized to fit any of us in particular better than this?
One size fits all.
One size fits all. That's what I thought. Yep. Okay.
It's the idea of PPE.
Right. Well.
You're right, Agent Naylor. We're gonna stick out like sore thumbs if we're still in our suits. So, need to call in a favor again.
I don't know about you. I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't want to get too excited about this and not leave any potential for later endeavors, as it were. There are also the Fisher bibs. I'm not sure that would help much. We could, of course, once we get down, try to pull someone away. One person that's going in, and then accost them with the chloroform and take
That
their
is,
uniform.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where we can get the extra. So 3 of us go down in those, grab one person, and then get the extra from there.
Fair enough.
Good idea.
I think Cartwright's feeling a little thuggish. He's ready. What do you say?
I think Reeves is the one to do this actually.
I do think Reeve would be helpful if he's one of the 3 to go down.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, yeah, it's his specialty. Certainly.
So I'm gonna put on one of the suits.
Appreciate the confidence though. I'll help.
If you want to go with him, maybe you'll learn something from observation.
So the suits are
Yeah.
like completely encasing. There's no pockets or anything, so that's just something to keep in mind.
Oh, really?
Is there head covering with it as well? Ah,
Just like one of those like big masks.
yeah.
Voice breather, the whole
Yep.
thing in the middle.
Straight out of like Doctor No
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
The Simpsons.
or The
if there
Simpsons.
are
Yeah.
coveralls, we can keep our suits underneath. There just won't be a way to
Right.
get in easily.
Yeah. I'll keep my gun inside and put the suit on.
If we dip a rag in chloroform beforehand, it would be easy to just keep it in your hand.
Yes.
For sure.
All right, and I'm all right staying here if you 3 want to go down.
This is
Sure.
actually a one-man job.
It's
I
probably
can
a
do it.
one, yeah.
Well, that's
All right.
fair. We just do have 3 if you want backup.
No, I think I could handle this one.
I believe in you.
Will do.
Get it.
And I walk casually up to the guy there.
Oh, there's no one guarding the door. The door's just like you saw the few people. It's been a few minutes and nobody's standing there. It's closed.
But there's one. We're supposed to get the suit off of another guy, right?
Yeah, maybe wherever they went, but right now, like you just at the the big factory where all the fish was, and then they just all filed through this one door in the back. And when you guys went in to suit up or otherwise, when you come out, there's nobody there.
Jeez, where'd that fuck they go? Okay, so I'm gonna head off to where I think they went.
Yeah, you do. You can see the door. It's a normal looking door. It's made out of metal. It's got one of those big like turny things in the middle, like a porthole door.
Okay, I'm gonna open it up.
Okay, it's not shut or anything. It slides on well-greased hinges. Doesn't make a sound. Kind of odd for a watery fish factory, but it's well kept up. And as you open it, you see it opens directly into a set of stairs descending down into not darkness. It's very well lit by like this odd yellowish glowy light.
I like how the well-oiled door was what's odd, not all this PPE we're wearing.
Things can be 2 things. I don't know.
Do these suits have a comms unit?
No,
No.
just talk out of them.
Yeah.
Got like a little vibratory thing in the filter so you can talk. But
Okay, I'm gonna walk down the stairs.
okay, as you tromp down the very clean steps, got really nice railings on both sides, but just odd that it descends. You go down quite a few steps, more steps than would be normally expected, over 100. Doesn't have any breaks. It's one of those where it's like, oh man, I really don't want to fall down these. And at the bottom, it just opens up into this large, semi-identical replica of the factory above. But the machinery is a little different. At the feeding side of the line, there's these large blue drums, like 50-gallon drums, filled with this viscous black liquid. And you can see it going down again. These similar looking production lines, but instead of processing fish, it's turning the black liquid into these pills. At the end of the line, there's just spilling this constant stream of black pills. And the people wearing all of the PPE are working. Again, it seems identically to what you saw before, but just a little bit different.
Well, I'm gonna take this information. I'm gonna head back up to the party. Hey guys, there's something fishy going on down there.
Huh.
They're making all these drugs. I think we're gonna need all of you. So I got an idea. How about the three of us wear the suits, and the one could remain in their agent attire. And if we get caught or anything, we'll just say we found you sneaking around outside. Sort of like the Star Wars thing.
Like it.
Seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good plan. I just, for some reason, my memory triggered. Didn't the hot dog person maybe say that this Nancy was a special little girl? Did we ever follow up why she's special?
No, the control didn't tell us.
Yeah,
Also,
it just
the hot
seems.
dog person said that he didn't know, right?
I don't think so. It just seems weird that like they're producing medication or a drug. They kidnapped a little girl. Like, I don't know. This seems weird. Like, does she puke black goo?
I don't know. They need her for something. It's our job to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, just remembering that. We're gonna walk into a cosmic horror.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. The
So,
old Star Wars.
who wants to wear the suit? We got two left.
Well, I
Oh.
was going to ask Agent Cartwright how his force is.
Pretty
his
standard.
selective application standard. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean mine is as well. What about you, Agent Fowler?
Once again,
Your force, selective application of force. How? Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's
So,
a force
yeah.
to be reckoned with.
All right. I think that it would be useful if either myself or Agent Cartwright were not in a suit then, because it sounds like we have the lower ability. So,
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors.
all right.
Wait.
Ah,
Oh.
okay. All right. Cool.
Let's be
Can't
real.
give
I
a
think it's
number between 1 and infinity.
I think it's probably more believable that I'd be captured than you. So
No, I wasn't going to. All right. I would like the record to show that I never made any assumption or implication as to that.
it's all right. I got bolt cutters with my name on it, so that's pretty cool.
That's, I can't argue with that, can I? All right. And I'll put on the suit.
okay, so Cartwright's taking the suit or not?
No, I'll go in standard
Okay.
attire.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and we
Okay.
head back down
Guess we
the
start to head back down.
stairs.
Let's do it.
Okay. The scene
Acting
is
cool.
the same as what you saw before. Nobody saw you coming up or down.
Okay. We see any doors to the other
You see
rooms?
a door at the rear of the room, almost identical to the room you saw before. Although this one seems newer. In fact, the whole place seems newer.
Well, I think that's the place to go, maybe?
Yeah.
For sure.
So we head to the door.
We hear any of these strange sounds that the other proprietor was mentioning starting to ramp up? Anything at all?
Yeah, the machinery running, again, sounds kind of like the machinery you heard before, but not the same. I mean, the sounds of the pills coming out, the sound of the fluid going in, it's all kind of this, again, wet, flapping cacophony, but not quite the same as fish being sliced and diced into edible fillets or others.
Do any of the workers even look up at the fact that we're going, or are they kind of like automatons just doing their thing?
No, they're just working.
Okay.
The guards are outside. There's just workers inside. They let the right people in.
All right. Let's move like we're doing the right thing.
So, open the door.
Where's so the three of you proceeded forward. Agent Cartwright, where are you?
I'm just in the middle of them, so if anyone does notice, we can very quickly fall into the old Chewbacca defense.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're opening the door?
Oh. Is Reeve opening the door? Or?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay. And so as you open this door, despite its newer appearance, it emits a horrible, rusted, shrieking sound as you slowly grind it open, and the weight on it, instead of being this smooth, just pleasurable experience, you feel in your feet and in your hands this just absolutely horrible grinding sensation, like bone on bone.
Oof.
And you heave it open, and it opens, but it's unpleasant.
Reeve, take it easy.
Jeez, what the fuck is this shit?
And you say that, and it echoes behind you in this cavernous space that is now completely silent.
Oh.
Like the machine room is now completely silent.
Yes.
Is it brightly lit? Can we see everywhere?
Yeah. The room you're in, or the place you're going?
Both.
Well, the room you're in is brightly lit. The place you're going is actually rather dark. It appears to be another stairwell descending.
We never thought of we needed a light.
Yeah, nope. Did not think about flashlights.
Okay.
Jeez.
I think it's time to call control once again. I'll do it if you don't.
You notice that all of the workers are looking at you now.
Yeah.
You're gonna...
Mirrored mask faces, again, yellow jumpsuits that stand out in stark contrast to the muted grays and
Control.
blues around
Control.
you.
Control.
Control.
Control. What do you have to do to push a roll?
No, you can't push a roll. If you're in your target heart rate, you can roll up to 10. If you're not, you got what you got.
I'm not there yet. So this is just a straight 3d6?
That's all you got.
9.
9.
Control. And he's now at what did I say before? 113. So yeah, 125. Doing the math right? Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, control. Listen, I need Jedi mind trick of some sort, but I need it like on a big scale. We got a lot of people looking at us right now. I need them to be good workers and go back to their business. These are not nothing to see here, people. There's nothing to see here. Just 3 guys, 3 people in PPEs, and some suit. Nothing to see here.
Sorry,
Regular business
Senior
inspection.
Agent Snyder, your access credentials have been revoked. That's what I'm showing here.
Guys,
And then the line just gets out.
we'll turn to the rest of them and say, I got some good news and bad news. The good news is I got through to control right away. Bad news is I think we're going to have a lot of undivided attention pretty soon.
So the workers have started to move towards you.
Naylor, close the door, Naylor.
All right, yep. And I think the plan is we're going through and we're gonna close the door behind us.
Make a force roll.
Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely can do that. 100%. Yeah, that's an 8.
The door creaks
Oh.
and doesn't really move much. Again, that horrible grinding sound, and you hear it like fuse like metal on metal.
Mhm. And
Oh.
let me do some additions. Sorry.
Let me give it a try. He's got 4 in force and he's on athletics. So is that 5?
So you can roll up to 4d6 for the check. Athletics is more running and jumping and skipping
Okay.
and hopping.
He'll-
And that
he'll-
would allow you to add an additional dice after the roll if you so chose.
Okay.
But for skipping and jumping.
7. He'll add it.
Agent
add it.
Fowler puts his weight against it
Oh.
with Agent Naylor, and same thing. It's almost stuck where it will not budge.
You say I can roll after that?
Uh,
Additional 1d6?
certainly try. That'd be for athletics.
Okay,
It's
never
not
mind.
Like
Okay.
so, that would be for like jumping or running or catching someone, things that are athletic.
Okay.
There's also aggression, which is the punching and kicking and pushing or pulling.
Alright. I pat my suit jacket and
Workers appear to
find
be quite a bit closer now.
yeah. I find my prop cigar, and then I find like a small Bic lighter as well because I was fearing that I'd have to actually light it in front of somebody and like start striking it to see if we can get a little bit of light and then to start running down the stairs.
Well,
It's
while
not
he's
completely black. It's just dark.
Oh, okay.
while he's doing that, I think I'm gonna turn around to the workers, as like Fowler's messing with the door and he's trying to get the cigar, and I'm just going to. This is, of course, why maintenance sent us down here, to look at this damned thing. So if we could, or the hinges that would do little repairs, exactly. Why are you not working? They'll be very disappointed if I tell them that everyone just stopped what they were doing in the middle of our work.
Make an instinct roll.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. I'm gonna do that.
I mean, I love the energy.
Yep.
Why are you?
Oh! Hey!
They all stop, and they've created like just a half moon barrier around you, and there seem to be way more of them now than there were when you walked through. Like, the number of workers is just continually increasing somehow, where it's just ranks upon ranks upon ranks of these yellow mirrored visored faces. They've
God, the
stopped
minions.
for now.
And as they stop and are confused for a moment, I'm going to just run to the door and slam it shut with my force roll.
Okay.
Do it.
And just so everyone knows, the 8 force roll plus the 11 for that
11!
previous instinct puts me at a 37. Oh, sorry, 137.
Ooh.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
He gets his
Agent,
roll.
Agent Reeve
Reeve does it.
pushes everyone inside, grabs the door, and almost just a uncanny feeling of it just gliding shut, like it wanted you to shut it.
I'm at 110.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt for one moment. What's the THR min max?
Target heart rate.
Oh, target?
Target. Great.
Yeah, target. Sorry.
To get
Yes,
in your
so while
target
you're in
heart
your
rate,
target
don't you
heart
get
rate.
additional?
You can roll up to 10 dice for anything while you're in your target heart
As
rate. You
many
add
as you choose.
up to 10. Up to 10.
Okay. I
You
guess
add
we
the
have. I
total
guess
to
we haven't
your-
got there yet.
Yeah, you add the total to your heart rate, so it's one of those things where if you need it, you got it. It's another tool in the toolbox.
I am 5 below my minimum target heart rate.
Nice.
Yep.
Mm.
Next
Alright.
roll.
That's fine. It's a coast.
It's a coast.
So that's like
All
a
downhill
major
from
push.
Yeah, seriously.
So now we're in complete darkness now that he's closed the door?
No,
All we have
it's
is
just dark. It's
Still-
just like the other one was well lit and like glowy. This one's kind of like,
Okay.
dimly lit and melancholy.
okay.
Agent Cartwright, I think you gotta call control again. I think we need 4 spotlights.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm happy to. They're nice, but maybe we at least get down to the bottom and make sure. Like, what if this opens up into like a bright area?
Can I roll for
Wishful
metagaming?
thinking.
Anyway.
You're professional agents. You have experience in Blue City. I mean, everything you know is everything you
Well,
know.
I think we might need a
If we
light
manifest
anyways.
enough.
We could use it as like a weapon too, kind of blind them.
Sure.
They're coming at
All right.
us.
All right. And I get this is like Cartwright's version of flexing. He's apparently good on the phone. And it goes, control.
Yes, this is control.
Hi. Can we get like 4 mag lights and
The pizza pop, right?
oh yeah. Oh, thank you. We're gonna need some mag lights, some Totino's pizza rolls, and you know what? Some gas masks would be a good idea. I feel like.
And let's see. It says here I'm supposed to
You need
say
my access number?
response is flash.
Flash and 12 thunders.
That's 12 is the exact number of thunders that I needed, Agent Cartwright. Thank you for contacting Control.
Thanks,
Here
control.
to punch through the current difficulties we've been having. And let's see, you wanted 18 pizza pockets, some flashlights, and gas masks. Yeah.
Yep. And the big flashlights, the mag ones that weigh like 2.5 pounds at least.
At least. Okay.
Okay. There's like a range of like 2.5 pounds to like 3-4 pounds. So you can give them a good ka-chunk on the back of the head, but it also is pretty bright.
I do apologize, Agent Cartwright. I would love to send you all of those items, but you appear to be in an area of high interference. In this current step of your mission, have you possibly entered into a construct or become locked behind some door?
We are behind a door, yeah.
Well, I could certainly remote those requested items to the exterior of the building you're in. I've got good coherence there, but where you're currently at, I don't think I could fit anything bigger than would fit on your person. It's gonna have to be a direct.
Okay.
set.
Okay. Let's do
The head.
yeah, like 4 headlamps, maybe. You know, the kind that have like the stretchy cord,
Okay.
and a pocket full of tater tots.
And then it just cuts out. And yeah, you got 4 headlamps and a pocket.
All
full of
right.
tater tots.
Nice.
Thank you, Cartwright. Can I have
Yeah,
one of
does
those
anyone wanna-
tater tots? Yeah,
Yeah, you can. No ketchup or mustard. Sorry.
that's fine. I'm a little hungry.
I'll take a
Alright.
pocket tot.
Alright, what happened to the pizza, man?
Well, he said it could only be stuff fitting on my person, and as much as I love pizza rolls, those things are lava, and I don't want those anywhere near my
Smart choice.
my
Smart
body.
choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all have to make sacrifices, Cartwright.
Yeah. Wasn't my time. So I hand out the headlamps to everybody, offering pocket tots to all that need.
The tots are
I-
fine. They taste like tots.
Excellent.
One of the most generic foods possible, so it really translates well.
On this side of the door, what does the room, the area look like? We know it's dark, but can we
Stairs.
tell
It's
the
stairs
volume?
going down exactly like the stairs you went down before, but just more melancholy.
Description of melancholy.
You say Reeve or John?
Gonna turn on the lights.
Do you guys want to ditch those PPE? Sorry to interrupt, Reeve. Should you ditch the PPE? Is the jig up on being disguised?
Why not? We'll probably be able to move faster without these rubber suits on.
What if we get outnumbered?
That's a good point. Blend right back in, I suppose.
Fade into the crowd, sort of.
The old Assassin's Creed.
Maybe we keep them on just a little bit longer. See what's up
Sure.
next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh,
Okay, we got our lights on so we could see
guess
now.
Reeves
Right?
is leading the way.
Yeah. It's fairly well lit. They're not the best lights ever, but they're fine.
Okay. What do we see? We go to the next. We go to the exit or the entrance.
So you descend the stairs, and they go down about as far as the ones before did. Maybe 1 or 2 steps longer by your estimation. And it opens up into another large room, very similar to the last 2 rooms, except in this one the machinery is again more odd. And there's only one single production line. And at the end of the line, you see this black goo spilling out of the equipment going and filling these large blue drums. And then those kind of like being shuffled aside and going along like this clanking conveyor line up.
There are workers down here too?
You don't see anywhere you're standing currently.
Any rooms? Doors?
You do see a door at the back of the assembly area that looks similar to the doors you've seen before.
Okay, we're gonna head right there.
So as you walk around, I've got physical pages of paper, which is delightful but complicated when you mix them all up.
Oh.
So at the back of the area, you see a figure wearing a similar yellow PPE garb, and he appears to be hunched over the end of the machine. His back is towards you, and he appears to be working on some kind of thing, just picking some items up and moving them into the machine.
I still got my cloth, right? So
Mhm.
I'm gonna like sneak up behind him and.
He's wearing a whole
Always wearing.
face thingy. Mhm.
Yeah, but if you put it over, oh wait, it's a PPE. It might
Yeah.
kind of handle that.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't try it. I'm just saying that's the scene. I just wanted to make sure everybody was.
The masks are separate from like the actual. Like you can take it off without taking off the whole thing, right?
Hmm.
I'll go up and pull off his mask so that Reef can get him with the chloroform.
Okay, so we could
good
try
plan.
that. Why not, eh? And then, if that doesn't work, Cartwright, you shoot him with the silencer.
Sure thing.
Okay. Because you're the only one that has the gun
Yep.
ready, right?
Yep, I have it drawn and
Okay.
ready to go.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. So as you approach closer, you see that he's actually appears to be working over some kind of table. And there appears to be, from what you can see, a body on the table.
Oh no.
Okay, we're just focused right on him. Dollar, ready? Go.
I'm going to try to pull off his.
Okay, make a force roll.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. It's gonna go great. It can only go
Here
well.
we go.
Oh.
7.
Oh.
So you pull on it, and it appears to be like buckled in, and so
Interesting.
doesn't come off. And he jerks up and spins around. And again, you just see the mirrored visor front, but now that he's not hunched over, you do actually see that there appears to be a small girl strapped to the table. There are a number of tubes and other what's the IVs stuck into her, and out of the IVs are secreting this black fluid,
Oh.
and he appears to have just been changing the bags on this is what he's been working at. And those bags are then hung up, and and that's what's feeding the next machine that's generating this black goo.
I immediately signal to Cartwright to shoot the guy.
Excellent. I take aim and attempt to put a bullet right between his eyes.
Okay, make a
Or
force roll.
between the visor, at least.
Mhm.
That's an
All
11.
right.
Oh,
and
let's
then-
go.
What's your heart rate at now, Cartwright?
144.
Hey,
Oh.
Sneezies.
Nice.
Your target?
Yes.
I am 4 below my target.
Jeez.
I
All
have
right.
entered my target.
Ooh.
So Agent Cartwright at the nod from Reeve just quickly readies his pistol, fires a single quiet subsonic, slow-moving, fat 45 slug that pierces directly through the visor. The visor cracks, and you see, the bullet go in, and you hear a wet splatter, and see a little bit of blood spray from the front, and the figure slumps down to the ground.
Perfect.
And I look at the girl. Is she conscious?
No.
What kind of demon a monster does this to a girl? Get those goddamn things out of her! And he'll go over and try to pull one of the IVs out of wherever it's impaled
Make
her.
Make an instinct roll.
13.
Yeah, you fairly well discern the intricacies of the device and begin to remove IVs from her. You notice there's some that are pumping some fluid in, and obviously the ones that are pumping the fluid out. So you slowly begin to disassemble the many tubes. affixed
He's now at
to her.
148 and in his target rate as well.
All right.
And so as you're working on that, and everyone's focused on the girl, the body laying on the floor, you hear this loud cracking sound coming from it, and you see the PPE, the covering appears to have this roiling kind of fluid movement underneath it that's interspersed with these bony protrusions.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna run over and gun like trained on it, unclasp the the clasp that we've realized is there, and pull off the hood to see what the hell is going on this being that should be dead.
Make a force roll.
Oh, all right. All right. I'm only gonna roll 2 of my 3. I don't need to know that bad. All right, that's a 9.
So as you reach to grab the hood and pull it back, its arm, it's laying on its face. Its arm actually snaps backward and grabs your wrist.
Oh no! I
Because
regret my
the
decision.
force roll was to see if
that didn't happen.
Oh,
Yeah, that didn't happen.
okay.
which is
What the
what's fun about this game.
Yeah.
And it kind of like rises up in this clicking, clacking, like from the knees, but just nothing's. It's just pulling itself up using you. And its
I'm
head snaps
horrified.
around, and you catch a glimpse on the interior that there's no face inside anymore.
Hell
And
yeah.
you hear this horrible, guttural, just absolutely nightmarish voice from inside be like, say, so the agency has come.
Oh no. Yep. We're here.
The hell's going on, Kurt? Right?
What
the hell?
And it's right behind you. You see this thing holding Cartwright up by his wrist.
Ah!
And I'm gonna try and take off its mask
Okay, make a
while
force
he's preoccupied.
Also, while that's happening, point of order. Oh, never mind. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll wait for
No.
that.
No,
He
that's
gets it.
good.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
With the
oh.
12,
Nice.
Reeve, of course, with his senses and now hearing the change in demeanor or timbre of the scene, reaches back, grabs the hood, rips it off, and underneath the hood, where may have at one point been a person's face, now appears to be this horrible centipedal face.
Oh.
Equipped with, the multifaceted large eyes, pincer mouth, antennae that flop out as the hood is removed. And it snaps around and looks straight at Reeve.
I want to try that. What's that device I got?
Lucuna device.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and slap that on him. And turn
Okay.
it on.
Yeah, make a force roll.
Nice.
Good.
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
18.
Yes.
Oh,
18.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
you pin the Lucuna device to the centipede person monster's pack at this point. Turn it at 180 degrees. Count to 3, and Agent Reeve, you wake up.
I wake up.
You wake up.
I didn't put it on me. I put it on that thing.
Yeah, you put it on. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Agents Fowler, Cartwright, and Naylor, you're still there with the girl.
And so is
Agent-
this centipede?
Agent Reeve and the centipedal monster thing are gone. They're not there.
Oh.
And just to clarify our other mission objective, it was to find the girl, and does the company want her as well?
Don't
Oh.
want her to be in the basement.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sure.
I believe.
Was there a specific location we should deliver her to?
Excuse me. There's pages I must flip through.
That is understandable.
Specifics.
So my knowledge of this, there's no way for me to go back, right?
Oh no, you
You're out.
were ejected. You're out.
Okay.
You completed your portion of the mission. You pinned your Lucuna device.
Worthwhile.
You
Yeah.
Speed for the win.
Kidnap her.
Seriously.
It's up to you guys.
Centipede monsters.
Let's see.
Shit.
Good. I need a washroom break.
Get out of
anyways.
here.
Locate
Perfect time.
the apprehend the culprits involved and determine the origin of this kidnapping.
Okay. Come on, guys. You can do it.
Yeah,
I
she's
feel like-
also a crucial point of coherence, so her being with them is probably bad.
Was it? What if we just like Lacuna device her too?
Well, that's kind of what I was.
Right?
Not the mission parameters.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
asking.
because that
I
would
said
be
not which company
apprehending
wanted,
her.
Yeah, her or not. And it
Okay.
seems
Where the hell
like
did Reeve go? And hey,
he's
Nice.
out of the dive. He's good.
So you hear this
Yeah.
kind of chittering sound from the stairwell behind where you came from.
All right.
Oh no.
can we try to
I'm gonna-
revive the girl? Is she conscious or?
She's not, but she was also pumped with a large amount of drugs. She's no longer hooked up. You successfully decoupled her from the extraction equipment.
Okay. All right. Taylor.
So, chittering. Is there? Do we see anything there right now, or is
Not
it
yet.
just? All right.
What are the other? What
We
are the other aggressors? Sorry.
There's a
No,
door.
that's a good question. All right. Yep. Okay.
Try
I
it.
think that's the move. We should pick her up and take her with.
Go to that door.
Yeah. Do you want to put on a suit while we're at it? Do you think? No, it probably wouldn't be helpful at this point.
Yeah, I don't think that
Yeah.
exists, right? Because they both went.
No, it's just gone
Oh,
like they
yeah.
were never there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
okay. That's all right. It's probably better that I
No,
have access to
I'm
my gun right now.
trying to think of some way to have the mask, and then we use chloroform, but they would be wearing stuff too. It's all right. Door.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, chloroform's flammable, isn't it?
Oh, incredibly. Off the top of my head, it should be. It's an organic.
Right?
I'm fairly sure it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an organic fluid.
Hell
It's
yeah. Okay. I'm
incredibly.
gonna take one of the rags,
Robins.
unscrew the bottle, dash it up, start shoving the rag in, take my little Bic lighter that we established I have, and make a chloroform Molotov, and chuck it at the stairs where the chittering is to give us some more time.
Okay. So make a force roll.
Yeah. Don't light myself on fire. I am in my target heart range, or target heart rate at this point at 153.
You can roll up to 10 dice for this.
This
You add the
feels-
result to your heart rate.
Yeah, this feels important, so I am gonna up it to. I'm gonna roll 5 like a psychopath. Or 16, so
Hey.
I'll take it.
That's not too much higher than.
Yeah,
Nice.
Barely.
I will take it.
Fairly smoothly, you accomplish all of these feats. You chuck the Molotov cocktail, and despite the container being plastic, it somehow bursts and explodes.
I
The
will
suppression.
say I looked up the the hazardous, like the flammability rating for chloroform. Yeah, it ignites easily and burns rapidly.
Let's say 3 or 4.
It is. It says it won't burn under typical fire conditions, but if we've got it, yeah,
It's on fire now because
is.
he thinks it should be on fire.
exactly. So
Yeah.
He forced it to be on fire.
Never have I
yeah,
been so happy to forget the briefing.
All an exertion of your mental will, and he willed
That's
it
awesome.
to flame.
Hell yeah.
And so as it impacts the base of the stair, it illuminates a incoherently large number of shadowy figures, and immolates the first several. You hear an otherworldly screech from everything that has an otherworldly screech of or whatever. There are
Nice.
any number of screeches that would suffice.
fantastic.
Yeah,
I think the
very
next
clear it's not a good way.
It's bad.
is,
Yeah.
get the next door open, maybe. Yeah.
Yep.
Agent Fowler, do you think you could handle that? Oop, oop, oop. You with us?
Agent Fowler.
I'm back.
Excellent. Can you get the can you get the door for us before more things come?
And he'll, I guess, use a force roll to open the door.
No, it's just a door.
No.
This one
Okay.
actually looks like a regular wood panel door with a brass knob.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Alright. And let's.
Okay.
I mean, you could
take
use a
the
force
go.
roll if you want to like kick it down, but
Nah. If we can use finesse, he'll just use the knob.
uh,
Thing it open.
yeah, it just opens.
Okay.
Cool.
And he's gonna call in one more favor to, I guess, control.
They can't access us when we're deep from our last call.
Are we going up now, or are we still descending?
Stairs do go up.
Right. So
Stairs go up. Okay.
You can try.
can we
Right.
send?
He
Well,
said-
let's do it on the way.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're gonna grab her and start.
Okay. You go up about 3 steps, and there's another door.
3 steps.
Yep.
Okay. Try that door again. Does it give?
Yeah, it's not locked.
All right. Through we
Keep
go.
ascending.
You're ascending. You're going up.
Ascending. Yep.
Um,
And
So as you emerge, you're taken aback by the serene peace that has overtaken this city. The next moment, you are gripped in the cold embrace of an arctic wind that howls down the now empty streets, and you opened up into not the docks as you would expect, but kind of a en-bloc district of gray, square windowed buildings to the left, to the right, before you, behind you. Uh, let's see. The chill drags through you, laying anchors as to draw your soul out into the unforgiving snowscape. And the snow. You realize the snow has piled in drifts and eddies, obscuring the concrete beneath your feet. A shifting mire of white, pure white, so white it hurts. The unreality of the city envelopes you. You hear the soft skittering from down the road.
Down the road now?
Yep. So yeah, you kind of bust out into this communist block
Cold Winterland.
city winterland. The snow's piled up to your ankles. On the average, there's of course snow drifts and eddies that are piled quite a bit higher.
Okay. Are there any cars on the road? Like just parked?
You still have the keys with you.
Don't hear anything.
Is that the try?
Yeah, it was. That was a good call.
Okay. Did you want to call control?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm assuming I'm doing this
You
one.
Myth said you would. Agent
Oh,
Frost.
you were gonna call control. That's right, Myth. You were gonna.
Well,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I wanted to talk to both of
Valid.
you. Got the girl, but next? I mean, we don't know where Reeve is. What do we think?
Make an access roll.
Eight.
Agent Fowler, we're having a hard time making this connection. We will attempt to send an extraction team, but it may take a few minutes to get there. And then the line kind of washes out, but not in static, it just gets quieter. Like there was still someone talking, but it faded away.
Okay. The chittering is coming from the street, not from behind us anymore.
Oh, it's coming from behind you too. You just also hear it from down the street. It's
Well,
like,
we need to know.
one block, and
Yeah.
then there's like, a left where another square. I mean, it's just all these square buildings, like these giant gray, multi-windowed, 20-story tall square buildings.
Cool. I think you guys should get that PPE off right away so you can access your guns. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna set the breaching charge on not on the door but on the wall next to the door we just exited. And figure out a way to like set a timer on it of like 30 seconds or something once we're ready, so we can just book it and maybe it'll crumble the wall and make it harder for them to get out.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Make it
a
happen.
Force roll. My heart rate going into this is 169.
Reeves like, yeah, I'm good. Did my part. I was the most athletic guy in this building, but
177 is the top of my target heart range, so I will be out of it with any success here. 196 is my maximum, so let's go big or go home.
It's only a problem after your maximum, so.
Right. So we're gonna roll 5 dice again.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Big money.
18.
18.
6 and 1.
Okay.
There you go. All right, 18. With an 18, you plant the breaching charge directly above the door because you're trying to collapse it, correct?
I'm trying to collapse the wall and everything around it to make it impassable for the
I mean, very, very smartly, you slap it to the wall, unfold it, set the timer, and just slowly walk away because you know it's going to go off.
Excellent.
After about 7 or 8 seconds, you hear a very dull crump as it collapses the exit entryway, the doorway.
Yeah.
Exactly
Excellent.
the way you wanted it to. Just
My heart is pounding at a steady 187.
Great.
It's
Okay.
All right, you okay?
Let's do this. Let's get out of here.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Naylor, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we need to just start moving. Yeah, it's just gray block buildings. That's it. All right. Well, let's go in the opposite direction of the chittering. Maybe.
Reasonable plan.
Okay, so you're just gonna run down the street.
Yeah, I think we're about out of tricks, unless. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So you start running away, and very soon during your flight, you notice that there appear to be a large number of figures, like street to street, wall to wall, following you, and they appear to be marching, but the speed at which their legs are moving and their bodies are moving are kind of incongruous. It doesn't quite match up. It's just a little bit odd. And they appear to be gaining on you now.
Okay.
Of
Are there
course they are.
any coming from like out of the buildings at all?
No,
Okay.
they're just funneling down this street you're running down.
Do we want to try to go in a building and get to the roof?
That's a great idea.
Kind of puts us in a bit of a pickle, but rock in a hard place and all that. But sure. Yep. All right.
It's only
Okay.
bad if it doesn't work.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna try a building door.
Okay, make a force roll.
Absolutely.
Another roll to open the door as it is locked.
Okay, fantastic. Go big or go home. I'm in my target. We're
Yeah.
gonna roll 5.
Yeah.
16. 16
Yeah.
will definitely. What kind of roll was that?
That was force. Yeah.
So you just kind of twist the lock or the turning, not the knob. Oh my god, the knob.
Tourney.
I'm trying to use a lot of descriptive imagery, and
It's been
sometimes
good.
my brain just runs
Very
out.
good.
It just runs. It's like, how do you open doors? I don't know. The door knob. Dumb as a bag of. So you just turn the doorknob, and when it jams for a second, you just mentally power through and just say, "No, you're gonna open," and it just clicks, and it's a very satisfying kind of kathunk as it just opens and the door opens for you.
Selective application of force. All right, and I'll shepherd the others inside.
Yeah, so you go inside. It's this odd 50s era wood paneled kind of hotel looking building.
Okay.
Not dimly lit, but not brightly lit either. It's the yellow halogen bulbs.
Okay.
So, what are those? Filament.
CFLs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just very classic brown muted tones. Carpeted hallways with a pattern on them that feels familiar.
I'll close the door behind us. Do we want to try to barricade it?
Try.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay. Cool.
You could use a force or an instinct roll to do that.
Okay. Anything I do is going to put me out of my target heart rate. I'm sitting at 160.
Is there any furniture in the lobby of this building, or?
There is.
So hey, why don't we try to barricade it with these furniture here, and just try to start shoving the, I guess, couches and ashtrays and planters and the reception desk if it'll budge, just to kind of barricade the door up a bit.
Yeah, and force or instinct. It's kind of how well do you construct it, or how just many damn things do you cram against the door.
We're just cramming, just shoving heavy objects as much as
Shove
we
it
can.
all in.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a roll.
4d6. 14.
All right.
It's crammed. It's crammed. We're going forceful cramming. The reception desk wasn't mobile, but it is now. It's now been mobilized to block the door.
He is almost out of his target heart rate zone. He's at 167 now, right?
The door is very heavily barricaded. It's not really a very windowed building. Built more for function than form. So you've blocked up the primary entrance. entrance point.
Okay.
All right.
I think it'll hold.
Yeah, should
What's
we
the next call, guys? I mean,
rooftop? I think?
Roof. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
think
gonna
our
hold it for
best bet.
long.
Yep. Take the stairs.
Yep.
All right. See if the elevator works, man.
Yeah. Okay.
mean-
All right. If we think we'll have time for it, sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Nope.
Follow the
Poke
elevator.
the elevator up button about 900 times. Click, 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 click,
No
click,
lights.
click, 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 click.
Out of order is
Steps
there's
it
a
is.
little tiny sign right on the opposite, like now where the buttons are, where it would be convenient. It's on the other side after you click it like 7 or 8 times, and you're just like, oh my god, these things never work when you need them.
All right. Stairs time.
Okay, so you start running up the stairs, and after you ascend quite a few flights, I mean, you know, these buildings are 20, 30 stories tall.
Oh my god.
One of the stairwell entryway doors bangs open, and a figure jumps out.
I'm
And,
hoping so bad it's a Lucuna agent.
Right.
you see, it is a gentleman and a lady. Fine, I haven't had any ladies other than the crying woman. There's a lady in a well-appointed suit and green tie that motions you, come, hurry.
Okay. Yeah. Does she have the pen?
Hmm?
Okay. Lovely.
Excellent.
Yep. Done. Following
right
her.
on through.
So she motions you down the hallway and slams into a hotel doorway that you can clearly see labeled 320, and ushers you inside. Yes, hurry, come.
In we go.
Okay, she shuts the door behind you, locks it, puts the little, flippy tabber thing.
Do
over.
not disturb.
It says, okay, this has gotten a lot worse than we expected originally. We're going to try to get everyone out, but we need to follow a very specific pattern in order to get out of here. Now, the most important thing is, and then her head explodes.
No.
And you see the window next door you've been standing cracked. And
Awesome.
it appears she was killed from across the building, sniped by someone.
All right. I'm gonna say windows, and I'm just gonna just try to get everyone like on the
Yup.
ground, like crawl
Drop to the
away
ground.
from that. Yep. Just
Okay, make
immediately.
a force roll.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Okay. You know what? I'm going out of this anyway. I'll do. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do 24.
Oh, Hachi.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Again,
Yeah,
as
184.
exactly as Agent Naylor describes, she says windows, tackles the entire group, and quickly bustles them to the floor. As you land, you hear what appears to be a cell phone ringer coming from the agent's pocket.
Corpse.
Can I kind of rifle through and grab it?
Yeah, you're totally rolling. So in a very it's like, I don't know if it's a slide or a roll, or really it happens so fast the camera didn't quite catch it.
The camera's all shaky anyway.
Michael
And
Bay
then-
filming.
And then you're laying there with this flip black Nokia cell phone, the only thing to survive the end of the universe.
Oops.
And it is ringing.
All right, I pick up and I just kind of like flip it open, and I go, talk to me.
Agent Nayla, you have to get to the 18th floor. And then
Okay.
it cuts out.
Fuck. All right, 18th floor, everybody, and I'm gonna shove it in
Which
my
floor are
pocket.
we on now?
Said 320.
320. We got some ways to go.
But also yeah. Okay. All right. Stairs.
Stairs again.
Stairs. There's no windows in the stairs.
So
Good
you
point.
open the door, and down the opposite end of the hallway from the stairwell you were using, there's another stairwell because the buildings are kind of mirror images. And you see the door open, and some people wearing these. It's hard to describe without just saying like Soviet guard uniforms from the 60s, the green,
Yeah.
the Cossack hat, and like red highlights. Except the people's faces are not people faces. They actually have like spider heads.
Yeah. I just start unloading, screaming and unloading, and to run
Okay.
the other direction.
Make a
just
force roll.
haphazardly.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
if that was one staircase, then I guess we should head towards the other. But
Yo, I'm gonna be over now. Oh, an 11.
Oh,
Dicey.
Does-
That's a nicey
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it does put me over.
Nice.
that
Okay, so
checks out.
now
Yeah,
you're
I'm
over
almost
your
there as
maximum
well.
Cartwright. So Agent Cartwright in a just again John Wickish flurry of just training. He just hits that hyper focused moment of shit, and time slows down, and you raise your pistol and slowly just pump the two of the figures coming through the door just full of lead. Again, the fat 45 caliber slugs just punching them heavily in the chest and head and knocking them backwards as the rest of you make a hasty retreat, allowing you to make it to the stairwell without any other preamble. And so now I will need one more force roll from another member of the team to rush up the stairs because you have a lot of flights of stairs to go without having any other.
All right. Agent Paula, is there any chance you do this without hitting above your max heart rate?
He's at 165 now. His max heart rate is 188, so
All right,
possible.
because I'm sitting 2 below my max right now.
Okay.
After that 24.
So force roll.
Sure.
Is running up these stairs athletic?
That is absolutely athletic.
5d6.
Well, you can roll the
After.
fifth one after.
Okay.
So
So
that would have been a 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'll give you 13
And then
for,
six.
for a new person. So take 13, add it to your heart rate. You succeed. Agent Fowler manages to gather the girl, hustle the group up the stairs, and ensure that you are not accosted by any other oddities as you ascend. When you reach
Hell
the
yeah.
18th floor.
And let's get the fuck into the 18th floor.
yeah.
So you enter the 18th floor, and you see in the center of what, instead of being a bunch of rooms and a hallway like you expected, it's just a very large, empty, concrete floored room with windows around every side. There's no support pillars. There's no. It doesn't make sense how this room exists. As it is the size of the building, and it's the size of where 40 rooms on either side would be, but it's just completely barren and empty except for the windows running around the exterior. And in the very center of the room, there is a red phone, and the red phone is ringing.
Ooh,
All right.
yeah, all right.
Who's going?
I'll go. Sure, yeah.
Go for it.
Make a force roll.
Like a force. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
sure, I can do that. It's definitely 3 dice. 15.
All right.
15, add that to your heart rate.
Yep, let me do some.
So, as Agent Naylor steps forward, she gets this preternatural sense of danger, and again, takes a step faster than one would normally expect. And right behind where her not clipped hair is waving, you see a fat anti-material slug just slide right through it and burst out of the window on the opposite side of the building. The shockwave, which would again normally be very, very dangerous, she was moving so much faster than it. Just accelerates her. I mean, she's already moving almost faster than the perceived speed of sound, and so just steps through it almost,
Awesome.
gliding through water. And yeah, you just stride over to the phone and answer.
What do I hear? Anything?
Welcome back.
Hello? Hi, yes, what do I need to do?
You wake up. You're on the
Oh.
side. It's the text welcoming you
Cool.
back.
Oh, alright. Fantastic. Cool. Very, very
Who's
glad
carrying
my
the
health is
girl,
mixed
by the
up.
way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe, yeah. With his athletics. Okay.
Like to go next.
Right?
All right. And I book it for the phone and pick up the receiver.
Give me a force roll.
And I am already over before I force roll.
So, 12 is just quite good enough. Agent Cartwright,
Nice.
you don't have that preternatural sense. It doesn't seem almost effortless, but having the foreknowledge of what just happened, or what almost happened to Agent Naylor, you stumble and roll and duck your way across this empty, barren room, dodging several shots. Pick up the phone, and also the next thing you hear is "Good morning."
Oh, God, yeah, my heart rate is at 210 coming out. I'm about to pass out. Been there before. It sucks. Yeah.
Agent
Okay.
Foster,
Alright.
Fowler.
So it's just Agent Fowler and
Here we go.
Nancy Wilhelm, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is she conscious?
No. Was she ever?
Okay,
Who
well-
knows?
I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, a good point.
Oh, I guess he'll take a dash for the phone, right?
All right, give me a force roll.
21.
Add that to your current heart rate. And Agent Fowler, you get to the phone, and as you pick up the receiver, you hear nothing.
Wizard.
You look down and you see
Control!
that you're holding a phone receiver, but the phone itself is now a ruined mess on the table.
Son of a bitch!
And then we fade to white.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't do it? We kind of
Or did you? You don't know. Things could happen.
No, that's awesome.
Sit up on the cliff in case anybody wanted to play again.
Hell yeah. That was great.
Nice.
Oh,
that's-
man.
That's the intro to Lucuna,
Ooh.
Part 1.
So nobody's heart rate beat made it to critical.
He got close.
I
Yeah.
think
Right?
I think
definitely
Agent
got above the
Naylor and Cartwright were above max.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
only
it
it's
was.
only so once you reach the maximum, you just have to push.
Yep.
If you fail after that, then it's bad. But if you never fail, then you just convince your body that it's fine.
Perfect.
The
Good,
mind
good,
is
that's
stronger
normal.
than the body.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
powers
that's
of gaslighting yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you learn at the agency.
Yeah.
Aye,
Jack's
aye.
your method.
I do like the game. I like how, your heartbeat keeps going up and up
Yep.
and up and up.
Yep.
It would have
A lot
been
of
fun to have it crack in this game, but we'll play this game again for sure. And maybe
Yeah,
next
sure.
week.
this is
Yeah,
fun.
this was
I
great.
apologize for
Fantastic.
pulling you out a little early.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
shocked, that surprised, like, oh my god, I'm out of the game. It's like I died or something. But
No,
Successful completion of the mission.
Yeah.
you're where you want to be. Like, nobody else had a good time.
You were playing the objective.
yeah, I did what I had to do. But I didn't realize that I was gonna be out of the game too. But
Yeah.
That's fair.
in a way, it was okay. I didn't mind.
Yeah.
I got to focus on the music and stuff like that. Too.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, if you hadn't done that, that was the only thing on my mind to do too. So
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's again, it's this
Yeah.
game is very fun your first time,
Yeah.
and then as you learn some more things.
That's
So we
super
may
fun.
we may hear from Agent Fowler in the future.
Don't know. You saw how it ended.
Yeah.
we all went up a level, right?
Oh no! Oh no! There's a very complicated access profile.
you're saying we're not deep blue?
We're not deep blue. Come on.
No, but you did get some stuff on your character sheets that I know about
That's
that you don't.
true. Oh.
Yeah, we got.
A note in my file. Don't let her anywhere near the papers ever.
Still don't know what those darts do.
Oh,
Nope.
No. we don't-
Cold,
That's
hot,
right.
hotter.
Do we get to
Right,
keep them
yeah.
out of the dream? Do they work out of the dream?
barely, but they may come back because I find them hilarious.
They're really good. I like that a lot. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I had
That
some.
was fun.
I had some good heartbeats sound effects ready
Ooh.
too.
Did you?
I was
Oh,
waiting to use them, but
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I say, it's a game that's all about trying to push the whole heartbeat motif is just trying to push the tension higher and higher as the mission
Yeah.
goes on.
Yeah.
Ah,
It does a
I
very
think
good
it's
job
great.
of it. I mean, you're definitely aware the whole time of like, I can only do like one or two things before it's yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
that whole kind of
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even if you want to push it,
yeah.
consequences will come faster, faster, faster.
There you go. Yeah.
You get that
Yep.
unlimited, like, well, I can roll 5 dice, and then you hit it and you get like a 30, and you say, oh,
Uh-huh.
no, not like this.
Mhm.
Not like this.
Yeah.
So everybody, you can choose one of 3 things. You can increase your maximum heart rate, you can increase your target heart rate in either direction, or you can decrease your resting heart rate by 5 for all of those things. So pick one, you can do that. So you get a little bit longer, you can be in the mission, you get a bit longer, you can have a bunch of rolls, or you start a little bit lower.
But,
All of them have advantages.
how much material do they have for this game? You gotta create your own stuff.
This is all out of my head. How much material they have is 52 pages, 30 pages are rules, and the other 22 or so are fun, just lore building. So it really is a make it up as you go.
That's great.
I
Okay,
pull a
that
lot
was
of
great.
stuff in from just,
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That was a
Awesome-
boatload of
awesome
stuff that we got
GM
done.
job there.
Honest.
Yeah.
sure.
Very cool.
Whole lot that happened tonight. So great job, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Blast.
very.
And again,
Fantastic.
thanks everybody for playing. It's always fun for me running through another game of, again, the odd game, Lucuna, seeing new people
Yeah.
play it and having similar but slightly different experiences every time.
Yeah.
Everybody grasps at a little different speeds.
Yeah, man.
It's
Very
it
cool.
very much
cool.
embodies the end of the Matrix when they're saying, they're starting to believe,
Loved it.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
everybody out there, there's going to be more of the odd game, and we're going to have more Lucuna and more of other games. I think Lethal Deli Meats wants to try his hand at this, and he might bring something into the mixture. And plus, I got a few other different types of games that you probably never heard of. But
Nice.
stay
Yep.
tuned for that. Plus, we got our mothership, got our Alien RPG. We're always going to do that. And we got Twilight 2000 Zombie Apocalypse coming out soon, sometime in the end of October. And what am I going to say? Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can see all our videos there. Or follow us here and you can see us live. And see you next time. We usually stream Tuesdays, sometimes Saturdays or Fridays, but usually Tuesdays. Okay, everybody? Have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
Happy
So
Spooktober.
long. Spooktober!
Stay spooky.
Take care.